This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Mark, tell the people at home what you're wearing right now. What is this?
I am wearing the latest in Temu fashion. They've got these dope glasses, this whole thing was probably like $4. You get a whole goddamn hat, this thick ass shirt, even has like shoulder vents.
What are those for? What do those do?
I think it's to expel all the smelly armpit I get from the synthetic fibers.
It's to just flush out all the Temu heat because you're sizzling with Temu.
This is all made out of plastic.
That's right.
This is extraordinarily hot.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet too. In your desert apartment, or your desert house, Mark is like burning up right now.
Oh yeah, it's 106 degrees. I just looked.
Jesus Christ, man. We will get to the Temu update in a moment. But first, this week, we are reviewing the summer's biggest bomb, Supergirl. Is it as bad as the internet says? Mark and I are going to find out tonight, and you'll find out along with us. Skip ahead if you want to get to the main review, because we got some business to take care of first. You know how we do. On the socials, the man forgot the show he's on. On the socials, at the Matt and Mark Movie Show, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, all that shit. YouTube, like and subscribe to us there, please.
Hype that shit.
Hype the shit. You can't hype it, Mark, because we're not famous enough.
Fuck.
Voicemail, 707-948-6707. Call, leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on the show. And I got to do one thing. I have a guest appearance. Usually, I haven't done one of these in a while because I haven't guested on anything. But I did a guest spot on our buddy Derek's show, Underrated. Nice. So if you go check out, I think it's his most recent episode. It's The Most Dangerous Game. If you go over there and check it out, I'm doing a guest spot over at Underrated. Big thanks to Derek for having me on. You get one of these, dude. You get one of these.
Have I mentioned that I want Bigo?
You get a little leprechaun there. Okay. Mark. This is what Mark was dressed up for. I haven't seen Mark this excited to do this podcast in literal years. All because this line item appeared on the agenda. I literally wrote 2 words, Temu update. So let's do this. Let's go. Matt and Mark, movie show exclusive. Mark, are you ready for a Temu update?
Fuck yes.
So
I cannot wait to hear this.
I think a couple episodes ago, it wasn't Odyssey, I think it was Troy. We talked about how the Temu influencer program reached out to us. And I was going to look into it. So it's been now a month, I think, since that episode, because we're rolling every 2 weeks, right? Well, Mark, I'm going to update you today. Big, exciting news for you, Mark. Temu is giving us $10,000 to create a custom Temu ad that you will star in.
That's bullshit.
It's total bullshit. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. None of that is true at all. Here is what is true. What gave it away? Was it the 10,000 part? I should have gone lower. I should have been like,
yeah, there's no way they would give that much money away.
I don't know.
Dude.
Yeah. I don't know if Temu has $10,000.
You could make a Michael Bay production with $10,000 in Temu gear. You may even be able to get an explosives expert.
You might be able to buy Temu. No, this is what happened. So, Mark, I applied. I put in all of our information. I connected with them. I was like, hey, scope us out. So I don't know if you know this, but this is how this works. When you apply to one of these things, right, they got to check you out. Like, even though they invited us, We got to give them access to the thing so they can look at our metrics, look at our analytics, all that shit, decide if they want to move forward with us. So it's not the most exciting update, but here's the update. All that has transpired, and they're looking at us now, and we're supposed to hear back. Well, we were supposed to hear back 3 to 7 business days ago, but that was like a week or so ago, and I haven't heard anything yet. So either Temu has said no, and they're just waiting to break the news to us, or they're taking their fucking sweet ass time.
Well, I mean, if their shipping times are any indication, it probably will be a bit slow.
Are they slow at shipping? We should definitely include that in the ad.
Yeah, this took like 2 weeks to get here.
Mark, is that, dude, you know what? When you say Temu for some reason, I think there's going to be crazy shit. Like there's going to be like a charging cable that's like inside the coat. The sunglasses double as like a USB charger. So for some reason, I'm sensing a lot of USB charging in Temu items. I don't know if that's correct.
Probably.
Yeah. I think
It's probably lots of chargers, lots of cheap cables, these amazing glasses.
Those glasses are
fucking
cool.
Hat.
I like that you.
Yeah,
wait.
they're pretty fucking dope.
So Mark is wearing, for people at home, Mark is wearing these like 8-bit looking sunglasses. They're actually very cool. The giant jacket that has vents in it for some reason, and a tiny sombrero. But here's what I want to know. Did you mean to order a regular size sombrero and Temu sent you the wrong size? Or is
No,
that
I think
what you
this was
ordered?
it. I was like, this is a pretty cool joke hat. Plus, I'm on a budget, so this tiny hat was way cheaper.
You're like, this 35-cent sombrero will go perfectly. I mean,
It's like, what could I get with $4?
damn, I knew 10,000 was too high. I knew I should have. I was like, I'm going to fucking make it like Mark is going to star in this giant commercial. But Mark, who knows? You could. You could be. That's the update. The update is Temu's checking us out. Even though they invited us to the influencer program.
Yeah,
we
what
applied.
the fuck?
We did what they said to do. And now it was like, now we review your analytics, basically. And they get back to us 3 to 7 business days. So they're taking their sweet time. That's where we're at.
Maybe this will help. This is full Temu gear. So, you got your first ad, Temu. Give us some fucking money.
Dude, maybe they're waiting to see how truly committed you are. Maybe they want like a Temu tat. Maybe they want to see how far you're willing to go, dude.
I'll get a Temu on my forehead for the right amount of money.
Dude, would
Actually,
you get
no,
like
maybe not.
all the like Post Malone shit? You get like a teardrop and some other stupid shit on your face, and then also the Temu logo. I'm gonna tell you, dude. I just to see what we were looking at, I got the Temu app just to look at it.
Nice.
Have you used the Temu app on the phone?
Obviously,
right? It's like playing a fucking mobile game. You open it and it hits you with like 10 animations. It's like you get $1 and then you got $2. And then because you got the app from the App Store, it's another $3. If you connect your Facebook, that's a $5. Dude, I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I was lost. I was almost going to text you.
But now you're a millionaire.
Now I'm a Temulian, Temulionaire. I was almost going to text you and be like, Mark, can you explain to me what the fuck this is and how I do any of this? Anyway.
It is very complex, but you are getting a crap load of money.
Yes.
Thank you, Temu, for the free money.
So now that's the Temu update, Mark. Well, let's get your reaction first before we move on, because I have another second update. Mark, what do you think about that Temu update? You've been waiting to hear. Are you disappointed at all?
I'm slightly disappointed. I thought they would be on board. Come on, you guys are trying to go after Amazon. You've got a big movie podcast. You guys sell physical media. You sell DVDs and shit. This is the perfect platform to advertise on. And I will wear your clothing. Motherfuckers. Come on.
Listen, I'm definitely going to try to clip this for social. I will suck your Temu dick. I will gargle the Temu balls. Mark is ready for a full Temu. You're already living that Temu life, dude.
Fuck yeah, man.
All right. So that's not
in the desert.
I know. It's a little disappointing. 106-degree heat. Mark dressed up in a giant quilt and a tiny sombrero. And the best we've got for him is Temu's looking into it. It's basically...
Okay, I'll be honest. This material is so thick, I was kind of hoping you would say, like, they rejected us, and then I was going to tear all this stuff off. But since it's still pending, I just got to keep wearing it, I suppose.
Mark, they have not rejected us yet, but it certainly feels like a rejection.
Yeah, it feels like that, you know, when you go to interview for a job and they're like, we'll get right back to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
you just never hear from them. You're like, I guess I didn't get that job.
You know what it felt like to me? It felt like when you're waiting to get a text back from somebody and all you get are the 3 dots. That's what this update is. That's basically all this update is. It's
That's
just the
the
dots.
worst.
Yeah.
It's
We don't
like
have
the
any
3
concrete
dots
answers.
followed by nothing.
Followed by nothing. And then, or it like disappears, like boop. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So there you go. Temu update. Not much to report. They're supposed to get back to us. We don't know what's going on. But a new challenger has entered the ring, Mark. Mark.
Amazon.
No.
Fuck.
Dude, Amazon heard our
just
whole
kidding,
thing.
Temu.
Amazon heard our whole Temu thing, and they don't want anything to do with us now because we went all in on the Temu, and Bezos gave us the big middle finger.
Shit.
But that's okay, Mark, because in talking to the Temu people, and when I say I'm talking, I mean I'm literally doing what they told me to do, and no one's talking to me. I discovered another opportunity because I was reaching out, and then somebody said to me, hey, why don't you look at this? And I wound up looking at these other people, and they invited us to apply as well, Mark. So this is our second, this is not a joke, our second invite to an influencer affiliate program.
Oh, shit.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Sam's Club. Do you know what that is?
Dude, I fucking use Sam's Club all the time. Sam's Club's one of the greatest places. It's like Costco, but better, dude. Have you been to Sam's Club? The amount of things they have.
I've never been
sale?
to a Sam's Club before, but I might have to start going because we got invited
Yes, you do.
to get checked out for the Sam's Club influencer program.
Sam's Club is fucking awesome. They're almost as good as Temu. They may be better than Temu if they respond faster.
Yeah, whoever responds faster is the better one. I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. They got back to me much quicker on the, hey, I'm interested. And then they sent me all the credentials like right away. So now we're also waiting with them to see what the fuck's going to happen.
Fuck, dude, we can get like a pallet of croissants.
Once again, so I think this is what we'll do. This is my plan anyway. If Temu says yes, which I don't think they're going to now, for some reason I have like a really bad feeling about it. But if Temu says yes, Mark will be our exclusive Temu spokesman. If it's Sam's Club, I think you and I will split the diff. I'll do one, you'll do one. We'll team up. We'll do it like that.
We'll Temu up.
No, we can't Temu up for Sam's Club. We've got to Sam's Club it up. We got to club it up. Get clubbing. Sam's Club.
Shit,
dude.
yeah, I'm down for Sam's Club, man. Sam's Club's beautiful. Really clean interiors. Organized shelving systems.
I like the way their
helpful
pallets smell.
staff.
Helpful staff. Keeping it clean. Bathroom is clean. Gotta have a clean bathroom in your store, dude. For some reason, I feel like
Yeah,
Temu...
ever take a shit in a Sam's Club?
No, but I've taken a shit at many Walmarts, which is associated with Sam's Club, and it's always nice. The Walmart bathroom never makes me feel like I'm gonna get hepatitis. I always feel like I'm gonna get like not like just a good time in the bathroom.
There's a glory hole?
Yeah, they're like, man, Walmart has everything. They're the superstore. So there you go. That's where we're at, dude. Temu,
Dude, that's crazy.
Temu is the 3 dots, and Sam's Club, we're getting to know each other a little bit.
Nice. Just give Sam the reach around so we can get that money.
Yeah, dude. Just like in the Walmart bathroom. Get ready. Fucking get pumped up. Hell yeah.
You can buy that drill to make a glory hole in the Sam's Club all in the same space.
And get a pallet of croissants. Right? To take
For
home.
afterward.
For after. That's right. There you go. Boop, boop, boop. That's been the Matt and Mark movie show update. Matt and Mark movie show news. Boop, 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 boop. There you go, dude.
Dude, that's fucking
update.
great news on both, I think.
I think it's great news on Sam's Club. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Temu right now. I'll leave this in the show. I don't give a shit because I've been transparent this whole time. I don't know what's going on. I did exactly for the purpose of this show last week. I was like, let me start to get all the Temu shit in a row so that I can have this to bring to Mark and see if there's some fun thing we can announce. And they have just been cock blocking us. There's nothing. There's no fucking answer. It's crazy. Watch me say all this, and then tomorrow I get a nice email from them, and then I'm afraid to drop this episode because we said all this shit about it.
It's okay. We're wearing the merch.
Oh yeah, I'll just post.
got
I'll
shit.
clip this for social. I'll post this footage of Mark in his full Temu gear, and that'll make it all better.
Maybe this will speed run our way into the program,
I hope it does,
or not.
because now I want a pallet of croissants, and I don't think you can get that on Temu. Can you get that on Temu?
You can.
You can get a pallet of
just made out of
croissants on Temu.
plastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna send us the wrong size. It's gonna be like your sombrero. They're gonna be super tiny. They're gonna be like coin sized.
Oh my god, look at that.
Mark's in head to toe Temu gear. Temu gear. He's ready for his Temu close up.
It's so hot in here.
It's 106 degrees in Palm Springs, and Mark is dying in his Temu gear.
It's all plastic.
It's all plastic. That's why. Yep.
Nothing's getting.
Nothing's vent. Even with your vents, dude. Even with your armpit vents.
Dude, even with these vents. No, these vents work beautifully, Temu. You just have to do this.
You just gotta fan it out, dude. Just fan it out.
Oh, now I understand the engineering.
You just gotta flap your wings everywhere you go, dude.
Look at how thick the material is.
Yeah.
Like, I rolled this up, but look at how big my sleeve is.
It's basically like, you know the pigeon lady in Home Alone 2? She's wearing that giant ass like,
Rest in
quilt robe.
peace.
Rest in peace. It's like that. Mark is wearing the equivalent of that in the desert in the middle of summer in 106-degree heat. That is the man's commitment to Temu.
Yes, I'm dedicated to you, Temu.
Dude,
We at the Matt and Mark Movie Show will go above and beyond for you, Temu.
That's right.
If you welcome us aboard, your family.
right. That's right.
Also, Sam's Club, too. We need some American sponsorships
yeah,
as
that's
well.
right. Sam's Club, dude. We got to
God
hit the
bless
heartland.
America.
Sam's Club connects us to the heartland,
Yes.
connects us to the real people, the true people of America. That's where Matt and Mark Movie Show wants to be.
Yeah, God bless America and Sam's Club.
Dude, you look like a petty dictator, especially when you're like, God bless America, God bless the West, God bless Sam's Club, God bless Temu.
We must expand Temu.
Dude, you just need like a C-SPAN ticker on the bottom of your screen, like 3,000 dead in drone strike. Emperor
Temu will strike again.
Emperor Mark decrees all red lobsters will be flattened by lunch if Temu does not respond. I don't know why I chose Red Lobster. Sorry.
Red Lobster's good, yo. Sponsor us. Wait, did they go out of business?
I think they're about to. Either they went out of business or they're.
Shit.
Wait, let's see. Hang on. Now you're making me wonder.
Oh, fuck. If you're
Is
going out of
Red-
business, don't sponsor us because you got no money.
Is Red Lobster
Temu
going out of
is
business?
on the rise, though.
No, dude. They're not going out of business completely. Google Gemini says they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2024. But they still have some restaurants open. So
Holy shit.
Red Lobster
God.
is about as popular right now as Supergirl was in theaters, which is the subject of tonight's show. Hey.
Great segue.
Thank you. Hey, you know, this is why Temu calls us. You know what I mean? They're going to give us
Yeah.
the business, right? Hey, let's hit this. Mark and I are going to be talking Supergirl. It is a fairly new movie. I think the thing with this is, like, usually I give a spoiler warning because the movie's so new. I don't want people to get spoiled, but here I'm going to give a spoiler warning, but I don't think anybody cares. But I'm just going to put it out there. So we will be spoiling Supergirl from here on in.
Is that the first time you've said something like that, actually? It may be.
It might be, yeah. I feel like nobody cares about this movie enough to be like, who gives a Like, I feel like if we had a live chat, which I haven't figured out how to do yet, but one day I will. If we had a live chat, I feel like people would be saying, just spoil it. Just spoil it. Who gives a shit? I feel like this is one of those. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone who's talked to me about this movie or was even excited about it. This is like the first and I know a lot of DC and Marvel people and a lot of people that are really into DC. Not one of them said anything about this movie, having watched it, what they thought of it. It was just radio silence. Usually when a superhero movie comes out, I'll get news. I'll hear it from a couple friends. The only person I heard from was my good buddy Matt, and that was just it. But that's the only Supergirl news I've really gotten.
I only heard about the only reaction I heard. I don't even remember if it was a reaction on one of the last Love of Cinema. Shout out to our buddies over at Love of Cinema. Dave, the Aussie, was talking about it, but I don't remember if he had seen it or if he was just talking about people like dunking on it. It could go either way. I don't remember. I'm sorry, Dave. I apologize, but I know Dave did bring it up. I'm thinking by now Dave has seen this movie. Dave probably has opinions. If we were a halfway reputable show, we would dial Dave in right now so that the man could comment. So I don't want to put words in his mouth. I don't know what Dave said, but he did talk.
We should take bets on it. Did Dave?
Dude, should that be the prediction? We were gonna play predictions.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's play predictions. But okay, so are we doing this differently? Are we gonna do? We're not predicting what the other person thinks about the movie. Are we predicting what we think Dave said?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we could do that.
Or would no? You know what? Fuck that. Let's predict what we. I want to predict what you're thinking. You predict what. And Mark, I got it ready this time. No.
Oh, you do.
No Jonathan Frakes shit. Mark, I got this. So you're gonna hear a little music. Just know that Mark and I are writing our predictions. We're not gonna show them to each other right away. We show them to each other. We reveal them at the end of the review. But here we go. A little aquatic ambiance from Donkey Kong.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm going to get a piece of paper. I may not be wearing pants, by the way, but I'll try to.
I've written my full prediction. Mark's still working on his.
I think I got it.
You got it? All right, let me. There we go.
All right, I think I got it. Yeah.
All right, so there you go. We have both written down our predictions. We've not shown them to each other yet. We'll reveal them at the end of the review. Mark, so I wanted to start the review quickly. Before we reveal how we felt about the movie, the reason that I wanted to talk about this movie specifically is not because it's just like a fun thing to dunk on this movie. Two things. One, I genuinely loved Superman. I loved James Gunn's Superman. Go back and listen. It was my favorite movie of that year. I fucking gushed about it. So because of that, I was interested to cover it on this show. And the other reason I wanted to cover it was it's like it was such a giant bomb that it piqued my interest. My curiosity was piqued. I was like, why did people outright reject this? Because sometimes that happens and there's like a secret good movie hiding underneath, right? And I guess my question to you is, was there a good movie waiting underneath all that chit-chat online? Or were all the naysayers and people on the internet correct?
Part of me was like you. I was kind of hoping. By the way, is this distracting? I will take it off.
No, please leave it on. Leave it on as long as you can if you don't hyperventilate or die of heat stroke. If you can keep it going, go for it. No, you saw me hesitate. I was just trying to find the words because I have 42-year-old brain. I wasn't like deer in the headlights because you're in a ridiculous outfit. I think my brain's become accustomed to it already. It's just that my brain is a 42-year-old man brain. And I lost words for a second. That's really all it is.
Watch that on the YouTube.
That's right. You'll see my eyes. You'll see me just glaze over for a moment as I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to say. Yeah.
Is he having a stroke?
Quick, get the Temu. Does Temu have one of those like AI medicine assistants like Amazon does where it's like you can get a fucking prescription filled out on the app?
Dude, that's why Temu, you got to team up. Look at the ideas that Matt's bringing to the table. He's got insurance money coming in from medical,
right.
Bitch.
Medical, huge industry. Huge.
Massive industry. You want to compete with Amazon?
That's right.
Bring that in.
That's right.
Also, Sam's Club. Who wants to get a pallet of croissants?
Dude.
And you can go to the doctor.
Dude, oh my God. Could you imagine?
Dude,
like,
hire
hey,
Matt.
Check the
Get
wart.
this motherfucker on your board.
Check the wart that's on my ball. And also, can I get a pallet of croissants in the same location? And the answer is yes. And if that's the answer, I'm in. You know?
Holy shit.
Mark, I guess what I'm asking is Supergirl on the Temu end of the spectrum or the Sam's Club end of the spectrum?
Oh, shit. Dude, you're comparing two great companies, man. What is wrong
Yeah,
with you?
you can't compare a 10 and a 10, am I right?
You can't compare these two. Yeah. Otherwise, man, Supergirl, great movie.
If Supergirl was made by Temu, would you say it was the movie of the year?
Oh, 100%. And also Sam's Club. In fact, they partner all the time to make movies.
right?
Sam's Club
like
Productions,
Disney,
Temu
Fox.
Productions, boom.
Yeah, dude. Like Warner Brothers, like Time Warner and AOL. Remember that? The Elite era?
Fuck yeah. This shit happens all the time,
Where you'd
man.
be watching a Warner Brothers movie and then you would hear like, "You've got mail," and the fucking AOL guy would come up. You're like, this is crazy. I thought I was watching Return of the King. I didn't realize I was checking my email. God damn. Mark, is Supergirl good? Is Supergirl a good movie? Did it do what you wanted? What did you think?
Oh, so okay. Let's see. I, like you, was kind of hoping for this like solo experience, when that came out and everybody hated it. Or also, I guess another one is like Mandalorian and Grogu. Everybody bombed.
hates it. Yeah.
But it's a good movie. Okay, so for this one, I'll be honest. I was that hater guy at the beginning. I was like, this movie fucking sucks. But then I was like, you know what? Some of these scenes look not too bad. The action's pretty decent. I was like, why don't I just stop being a dickhead audience member and turn my brain off for a bit? And as the movie progressed, I started to enjoy it more. I mean, yeah, of course I had nitpicks and stuff, but I started to like it as a dumb action movie with characters I wasn't familiar with. And then I was like, this is like DC's Guardians of the Galaxy. It's got like the same fucking characters. So if I'm just like, is this a crappy clone of Guardians of the Galaxy? I like Guardians of the Galaxy. That was fun. So I was like, I might as well just, this was the Temu version of Guardians of the Galaxy, I think. That's how I would put this movie.
I was hoping you would say that. You know what, Mark? I agree with that last bit. I think it's Guardians of the Galaxy. I also think it's Mad Max Fury Road. Allow me to elaborate.
Oh, please do.
This movie, it can't decide what it wants to do. I'm with Mark, by the way. Before I go into my dickhead rant, I'm going to say something. I also, too, was already in the tank for the movie and was like, when it started, I was like, I hate this. But as it went on, there were moments and things I really liked, right? It was just like those bits were not enough for me to overcome what I think is a really lackluster story and a kind of a weirdly cobbled together cut of a movie. This movie feels like half of it is on a cutting room floor somewhere because there are decisions or things that characters say that they have zero consistency scene to scene. They don't line up. Like a really quick example, the little kid that's in the movie who I thought was colossally annoying. And literally I should have wrote that on my Mark prediction, but I didn't. So I'll reveal it now. Mark always bitches about bad kid actors and annoying kids. I was like, Mark hates this kid. I can tell right away. This kid is so fucking annoying. There is a bit where this kid, the whole movie, all she wants is revenge. She wants revenge because her parents got killed by this guy. So she's like, I want revenge. I don't care. I want to kill him. I want to kill him with this sword. And then there's a bit where they discover these child brides that these scavengers have taken. And when they have the opportunity to get away or just go get her revenge or they leave, whatever, I don't remember. She's like, what about the child brides? We have to go save them. And I was like, why the fuck do you care? You have not said anything about this at all. In fact, you haven't interacted with them. You haven't mentioned one time, literally the scene prior when she's in the prison with Lobo. She's just like, I want to get out of here to get my revenge. And now all of a sudden, it was like 30 minutes were missing where it explained why she's all of a sudden cared about the child brides. Anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy. Many of the same alien, like the fucking designs, the ships, the colors, the lights, it all feels like Guardians. And whatever, yeah, James Gunn runs DC. Of course, there may be some Guardians influence. But dude, that I can forgive. Because some of the newer Star Trek, some of the newer Star Wars, they have aliens that look similar. Okay, fine. There's only so many alien creature designs, okay? But you know what I can't forgive? Supergirl has fucking old school headphones that she pops on like goddamn Peter Quill. And she's not playing on an iPhone. She's playing like on an old antique like iPod, like a click wheel iPod, like some shit right out of fucking Guardians of the Galaxy where it was like, dude, really? And the Fury Road shit. Okay. All right, child brides, right? That whole thing in Fury Road, they have the child brides. They're keeping it mediocre. They're keeping in that guy's whole pit. He's got 8 wives and shit. They're all dressed in white. Same thing here. This movie decided, okay, I've ripped off a little Guardians of the Galaxy. Now I want to rip off a little Fury Road. I'm going to have all these child brides and shit we got to try to bust out. We got to get them away from the bad guy, right? It wasn't content to leave it there, Mark. It also had to have a bit. I almost fucking threw the remote. One of my favorite moments in Fury Road is when Furiosa can't fucking take it anymore. She's in the middle of the desert. She buckles to her knees and she screams, and it's silent. There is a note-for-note ripoff of that exact moment in this movie where Supergirl flies up into space and does a silent scream. And I was kind of like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, George Miller going to sue somebody. I thought that was like so fucking insulting. I disliked as exciting and fresh and new as Superman felt. It felt like something we'd never seen before because, you know, you were so used to seeing Superman one way. This was the opposite. It was like they weren't allowed to make a cool Supergirl movie, so they had to make it like a cookie cutter version of 3 other big movies. And that really pissed me off. And it sucks because I like the actress Milly Alcock. I thought she was good. And I loved Momoa as Lobo. Actually, Lobo, not to be this guy, I know it sounds like really bad, and I hate to say this, but I don't give a shit. The only thing I liked about Supergirl was Jason Momoa as Lobo. I'm sorry to admit that that's what it is. But every time they would go to Lobo, I kept wanting to have a fucking Lobo movie. I was like, man, I wish I was watching a Lobo movie and not this movie.
It felt like they brought in Lobo and Superman whenever they were like, the audience is, what the fuck? That cup is even bigger? Jesus Christ. Why do they keep getting bigger?
I have the opposite problem. Mark gets smaller items from Temu, miniature sombrero, and I get like the largest gargantuan.
Look at your fingers at the bottom. And that's like a full mug where your hands is.
Yeah, dude.
And then there's like an additional water jug on top.
It's like that joke from Parks and Rec where they're like, it's a child-sized soda, and it's like, that's not a child size. It's like, no, it's the size of a small child. That's literally the size. I am in the Midwest. Everything's bigger here.
So that is crazy. You had to. I was thinking it was like a black one last time that was super long. Now you got a long one.
Yeah, you can't tell. I got a real long one here. This one has, I don't know if you could tell, but it's got these like secret Halloween designs on it.
Oh, that's dope.
Some jack-o'-lanterns, some ghosts and shit. So you
have
to
that's
really,
way cooler than the last one.
You have to really be looking at it to see the secret Halloween designs inside the cup.
Did you get it at Sam's Club or Temu?
I got it
has to
at
be one of those two.
I'll dub this in later. Editor Matt will dub this in later, depending on who answers me. I got this from Radio TBD Edit. And you listening at home will know who answered me first.
I hope it's a hyper obvious voice too, not even yours. A completely disembodied voice.
It's just a clip that I've recorded of Mark saying Temu. You just hear Temu, and then you know. I didn't like this movie. I know it sounds like a male chauvinistic thing to say the only thing I liked was Lobo, but it is the only thing I liked. The only thing I liked was Lobo. That's what I genuinely liked. There were some Supergirl things I thought were
part
cool.
of the movie.
Yeah, and it just kept me. I wanted to see a Lobo movie because he was so ridiculous and so like almost like in the way that we had the Spawn movie from the 90s. I wanted that like ridiculous, like aggro, edgy, leather 90s character. I was like, man, that in its heyday, dude, if they made a Lobo movie from like New Line Cinema, we'd be all over that shit. We'd all be all over that shit.
Judging by the reception of this movie, I don't think that's going to happen now.
Yeah,
you're right, though. He was the best. But going back to your previous point, I do have a note that says this movie is schizophrenic and it doesn't know what it wants to be. Yeah. And I said, Lobo is just shoehorned in for recognition, and that's it. He doesn't really add anything to the story. He just pops up and does random shit, and then he just completely vanishes. There's really no reason. You could cut him out of the story and it'd be fine.
And it would have no bearing.
It's like, yeah. And the other thing, too, is like this movie is so, to your Fury Road point, it kind of makes it seem like Supergirl is Max because the whole story is the revenge plot. Supergirl is also another character that just comes in at convenient times.
Yes,
and
as
it's
needed.
like, the other thing too is it's so stupid because she's a drunk. She acts like a gross dude. Basically, if you see that friend in a movie that's like the gross dude that's just like drunk and farting in people's faces, that's Supergirl.
Yeah.
So so you have the thing with DC, the moral compass of characters. Everything is just scatterbrained in this. It has no clue what it wants to be. Sometimes it looks like a Star Wars movie. Sometimes it looks like a DC movie. Sometimes it looks like a Marvel movie. Everything is just, the music is all over the place.
Oh, God, the
Supergirl,
music's terrible.
if you wanted to set Supergirl apart, what's cool about this? I'm not saying make it Superman, but what makes Superman cool is he has a moral compass. He has like a belief system that he follows throughout the movie. He's not a piece of shit. He's like the embodiment of good, which is what, Superman, Supergirl should be, this embodiment of good. They shouldn't be these like, you have Peter, you have all these other characters. There's this chaotic good characters, So anyway, Superman has a theme song. There's all these cool tropes with the Superman movie that they could have applied to this in its own way. It doesn't have to be masculine, it doesn't have to be a copy of Superman, but Superman has these setup things that make people excited about
It would
Superman.
at least give her some identity or something, right?
Yeah, she doesn't. That's the problem. She doesn't have an identity. She's dressed like a hipster the entire time until the end. And then
even
suddenly
that,
she's only wearing that.
She rags on the suit, which I'm like, that was the other puzzling decision. It was like, okay, for the most part, most of the, I would say, movie fans really liked James Gunn's Superman, right? Okay, well, every time he's brought into this movie, I don't think it's a good look. It doesn't get us on your side if all your character does is shit talk Superman. She doesn't like Superman. She thinks he's a fucking geek. She makes fun of him. And all the cool Superman things that Mark was talking about, all those tropes, she either makes fun of, dismisses outright, or just doesn't want anything to do with. Like, she rags on the suit even as she's about to wear it. So what could be this triumphant, heroic moment of her finally putting the fucking suit on, it's undercut because she's too fucking good for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. It's
weird.
like, it's schizophrenic. It's kind of like it's weird. It's also, it go really, which I appreciated. Sometimes it goes pretty dark. It did the John Wick thing. And then it did this ballsy thing where they just kill this entire family and the kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which I thought was like, okay, there's the dark DC, but you're doing it also in this like candy colored universe. So it's that even though I appreciated that, it still felt like it didn't blend with the movie. It's like,
yes.
Yeah, it's very hard to talk about this movie because it's too all over the place. By the way, did you notice that Lobo's cigar just looked like an e-cigarette?
Yeah, it looked like a prop.
Always the same shape.
It just looked like a cartoony thing with a light on the end. Like they definitely made like a super silly looking prop. Another thing I want to point out too, by the way, that's really fucking annoyed me. Okay, one thing that always pisses me off about like super powered, like if your hero's like super omega powered, that like they have to find bullshit reasons to put you out of commission so that you can like last throughout the movie, because if not, Superman would punch one guy and he would die. Movie would be over in 10 seconds. The Superman movie did such a great job of being like, all right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to stick him in a pocket dimension, or Lex Luthor's going to outsmart him. Or they didn't constantly ring the bell of it's kryptonite, it's kryptonite, it's kryptonite. And guess what this movie does? It's so fucking lazy. We get not one, not two, but 3 kryptonites where it's like, oh, look, she's on a planet with a green sun. Okay. Oh, look, now the bad guy has kryptonite arrows. How the fuck did he know she was allergic to kryptonite? He doesn't know anything about her.
They threw in that line like, and this is why it's so stupid. He's like, this never worked on anywhere else, but I kept doing it here. And then, now it just randomly worked on you.
That was so weak. I was like, really? Now we're going to do fucking kryptonite? It's like all they could come up with was that. And I was like, again, not to keep comparing it to Superman, but it's a little hard when it's supposed to be like a companion movie. How is one movie so clever about putting obstacles in the hero's way to have it feel fresh every time, to not go back to the same well? And this one just doesn't. It just feels like the fucking reheated leftovers.
Well, the thing is, they actually take a lot of tropes that are, or, the characteristics of Superman, and they kind of like, they either follow the rules or don't follow the rules, and it doesn't matter. It's dependent on the scene. Like, for example, was that green sun made out of kryptonite or was just fucking green? So is green, the color green, bad for Superman,
exactly.
or is it the fucking kryptonite?
Or is it the
Make up your mind.
kryptonite?
The other thing too is like, I know some nerds going to be like, well, it's green because it's not a yellow sun, which is where she derives her power from. But if she's powered up by the fucking yellow sun that just set, how the fuck did the green sun just sap her power in 2 seconds? And then we're left with Supergirl just doing nothing for a long period of time.
Yes.
It's stupid. And by the way, the other thing that annoyed me was the fucking Bubble City. They're like, we hope that the Bubble City would be great. And then it cuts to this shot of the fucking yeah, it's like you're a fragment of a fucking planet. You're not going to survive, you idiots. And the other thing that really pissed me off was like, you get to this dumb planet and all these idiots sound like they're speaking Italian. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
That was stupid.
It's like, this doesn't, like, the thing is, like, they've set up this universe of how it used. That's why DC itself is schizophrenic, because it's like, you have all these movies that are supposed to tie together, then you're retelling backstories, but with a different perspective and different aesthetics. So we're kind of like, so which fucking planet is this? And what language are they even? Yeah, it's supposed to be Kryptonian, but who the fuck knows?
Yes.
Like, none of this shit, this whole movie cancels out a lot of things that other movies have set up. They make new characters completely worthless to invest in.
Yeah.
And the storyline, like we've both have said, it's just other successful movies cobbled together in a very unsuccessful way. It's like,
it just sucks.
Choose your hero and what they're supposed to be doing. It just was so all over the place.
We had all this time to come up. Like, the source material, I haven't read the comic, but I hear that the source material, Woman of Tomorrow, is a great story, and apparently they used none of it for this movie. So if you have a comic that exists that people already like, why wouldn't you just lean on the comic? Direct lift story. Easy for you, lazy screenwriter. You could just take somebody else's work and we all get something great out of it. Instead, they came up with the worst fucking contrived bullshit. Here was the other thing.
It felt like no one read any of the comics to me.
It was cared about any connection to the Superverse, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Kryptonverse, whatever that is.
I'll give it one thing. Will Poulter was great as Supergirl. I didn't even know it was him. It's like, damn, he got ripped in this movie and now he's a lady.
Holy shitballs. Mark, I didn't even fucking realize the cold bucket of water that just got thrown in my face. She is Will Poulter. It's crazy. She's Will
Pull
Poulter.
that shit up on screen.
Here we go. For the audience at home, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I'll share my screen here for you.
Will Poulter is Temu Supergirl.
There we go, Mark.
That black and white one.
I like how the main one has a goatee. Like, that's
I know, that totally ruined it.
Dude, wait. So there's Will Poulter. Wait, and then here's Milly Alcock. Oh my god! It's Will Poulter. There he is. Mark. Oh, I see why Dave was being kind to this movie. She's Australian. That's why Dave was sticking up for his countrymen. I understand now, Dave.
It's like, if it's Australia, yeah, because that's what Australia is known for, quality goods and services. Sorry.
Temu doesn't operate out of Australia, do they? Do they? Okay, good.
No, they're Chinese. China rules.
All right, there we go.
Death to Australia.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, that's your Emperor Mark. I declare.
Temu, we will be launching a missile strike on all the Australian power plants. All hail Temu.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck this. The other thing I want to say too, I hated all the music. I hated every song choice. I thought this was the most miserable. Oh, because that's what it was. You were talking about all the stupid people on Krypton having Italian accents. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what's worse, that or when they go into the outer space saloon and they're singing Girl from Ipanema. And I was like, I think it's supposed to be a joke, but the music selection in this movie is so bad, I don't think it is. I think they genuinely think this is a great song that's not overplayed. Dude, the worst one was when they did that horrific cover of Jimmy Eat World at the end, when there was like all this battle, and then there's like this soft coffee house acoustic version of the middle of that song. What the fuck? Are you kidding?
Yeah,
like,
it's bad.
To your point, right? What a waste of Lobo, because didn't it seem like any other time, right? If you've got these three disparate elements, Supergirl, the mean little girl with the sword, and Lobo, and they're all kind of each doing their own thing, doesn't it seem like the movie's leading them to converge at the end, have to work together to fuck shit up, right? As a team?
That's what I was hoping
As a
for.
Temu?
You can Temu with the Matt and Mark, Temu with us.
There's no I in team, and there is no I in Temu. There's only...
But there is a you in Temu.
So you can Temu with us.
My balls.
You can Temu with You can Temu with Will Poulter and my balls.
I would tattoo Temu on my balls, though, if you need me to, Temu.
People who just skip ahead to the main review and have zero awareness of the Temu situation are going to be so fucking confused at this bit. They're going to be like, what the fuck is happening? Why are people getting Temu tattooed on their balls? Go back and listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show news update. Then you will know why.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Some kid
Speaking
is listening.
of, my balls are sweaty from this Temu clothing.
Oh, dude, I thought you were going to reveal, like, thank God I got this Temu nutsack towel that was only $2.
They probably have that.
Dude, that's another
That's
solid
how
idea
great
that
Temu
I can
is.
bring to the table. Nutsack
Dude, you
towel
should ship that shit from Temu.
from
Fucking
Temu.
ball.
I'm telling you. Prescriptions online and nutsack towels. Temu, get on it. The towels can be branded with Temu to remind people to shop at Temu. Perfect. Really, Temu should design a product so your balls don't stick to your leg, right? Like it could be like a little guardrail, like the bumpers on a fucking bowling alley lane, right? You can maybe get two bumpers kind of down your leg so that your balls can't stick to anything, right? But they're foam, they're padded, so they're not going to hurt you in any way. You know? Those can also be branded Temu. Basically, all of my ideas can have Temu branding all over them.
Yeah. You could brand anything, Temu.
Totally, dude. Just think of that. Just Temu branding up and down the ball bumpers.
What a partnership.
Yeah, what a Temu, right? Temu together.
You know how when people try to like court corporations, they make their specialty branding to show that they care? We could do that.
We could totally do that.
By
Yeah.
buying it on Temu.
Dude, we should have Asbot. We should make a Temu version of Asbot so that he can pop up and be like, Temu is the best. We should have him basically
yes.
have all these couched responses from Temu. He could be like our Temu ambassador as well for the podcast.
He should get the tattoo.
That's how good this movie is, folks, that I've decided to just stop reviewing it and talk about Temu.
Or that's how good Temu is.
That's how good Temu is. That's right. That
it toppled
made
a
us
multi-million-dollar movie.
That's right. A massive superhero movie. And we want to talk about Temu. Think about how important that is. Mark, come on, though. Lobo in the 90s, if it was like Spawn era, New Line Cinema Lobo movie, come on. We'd be buying that Arrow Video 4K today.
This is how stupid DC is. Yeah, I know they probably want to make a Supergirl movie, but at the same time, it's like you could have just made a Supergirl movie, a good Supergirl movie, and a good Lobo movie, and they don't intersect. Because obviously Jason Momoa is awesome as Lobo, and I'll be honest, that's probably one of the reasons why I was happy that you recommended this, because I really wanted to see, and I saw the stills of him. He has the attitude.
Yeah.
He's got the features. Everything suggests that he would be an awesome, I almost said Temu. That's how much we've been talking about. An awesome Lobo. I totally should have just said Temu.
You should have just go for it.
And let my brain go with it. But I totally agree with you to have that like something like the Crow era style with this fucking super violent, funny character.
And
that is a great idea.
And the soundtrack, fucking Smashing Pumpkins, Marilyn
can
Manson.
You imagine AC/DC popping in there?
The
with
Crystal Method, fucking Chemical Brothers.
Dude, everyone from our era would be going to that movie because it would be fun.
Fucking Korn would have like a song like Lobo, getting freaky on a Lobo. Put your cigar out on my cheeks, Lobo.
Dude, Fred Durst, get in that
dude,
shit.
Give him a cameo. Give him a cameo. Lobo is coming out of a bar. He's coming out of a fucking space biker bar. And there's fucking Fred Durst out there with his like cargo pants and shit. That'd be awesome. Should definitely do that. Mark, I wish we could go back in time and co-direct a Lobo movie in 1997.
Dude, that'd be great. That was the perfect time to release it. But the thing is, the nostalgia for that is still around, so you could still do it.
You could still do it.
Can you imagine Lobo destroying all those fucking spacecrafts with his motorcycle and like a Limp Bizkit track going in?
Dude, that was the only time I was having fun in the movie was when Lobo came back on the space bike and he was flying around fucking shit up. And they played a good song, it's Eagles of Death Metal, but I was like, fuck that shit, man. I want to hear some fucking like, I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah. Didn't it also feel like that it was already too late for that to work?
Yes.
It was like, you guys fuck with me for too much of this movie.
Yes.
For even Lobo to clean it up and make me like it at the end.
Yeah, you can't even have Lobo save the movie, basically. It felt like a last-ditch effort to be like, fuck, just give him Lobo blowing shit up. See if that does anything for him.
Dude, and you love Superman. Even those Superman scenes were not enough to push you into another...
No, the Superman scenes just made me mad because she was being so rude and dickish to Superman.
Yeah.
Where I was like, dude...
Did it make you want to watch Superman instead? You're like,
yes!
Oh,
I literally said that out loud.
Me
I was
that
like,
I can turn off this movie and watch his movie.
Yes. Yes, dude. And here's the thing, like, this, you know what I wanted this to be? Was kind of like a movie I love, Tank Girl. Awesome movie. It's super campy comic book movie from the 90s starring Lori Petty. It's fucking awesome. But the thing is that movie knows exactly what it is, and it's smart enough to lean on the source material and take real popular bits from those comics and put it into the movie. And so what you got was this kick-ass like cult 90s action movie, right? But that movie knows what it is. It's not pretending to be 10 other movies. It's like, we're silly, we're campy, this is what we're gonna do. Supergirl in 2026 needed that same decision making for somebody in the room to be like, this is the kind of movie we're making, and to just stick with that. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you know what you know what really fucks this movie up, and to your point in the fun department, think about it this way. It's like every fucking character in this has some goddamn trauma. It's like everyone's goddamn background has to be trauma porn to a degree where you're like, how can I fucking have fun with this goddamn comic book movie if all these characters have to be like the present day idiots in our society?
Keep getting in the way. God damn.
Yeah. It's like we have like just the way Supergirl dresses and Superman dresses makes it very hard for them to be like, I'm actually a deep character with my fucking underwear over my pants.
I agree.
It's like, dude. And also, like, all the jokes are going to fail because you know that every fucking character is like, oh, well, that character has another traumatic past, and this fucking... Just tell the present-day story. Who fucking gives a crap about their trauma? Everybody's got trauma. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let's have some goddamn fun in the cinema.
That's also a 2026 problem. Even I see it in horror all the time. Every horror movie is some allegory for grief and trauma. At this point, it's a joke. Now fucking Scary Movie is making fun of that shit because it has become so ubiquitous with the genre. It's fucking stupid, right? Same thing here. You're absolutely right. Why does everything have to be... It's the same shit as like a reality show where everybody's fucking pandering to the audience being like, here's my sob story. This is why I should win. Like, I'm not watching fucking American Idol. I'm watching a fucking DC movie. Tear some shit up. Pull your pants up. Let's kick some ass. I'm tired of like all the fucking... This is all just... It's so canned and expected now. And I think that's what sucks. By the way, the only time I laughed in the movie was when Superman... Like when they flash back to her arrival on Earth, and she's at the Fortress of Solitude, and he's like explaining all this stuff to her, like being super friendly, and then he's realizing like, oh, you don't speak English, you have no idea what I'm saying. That was the only time I laughed in the movie, and I was like, look at that charming superhero that I actually care about. And then what does this movie proceed to do? Make fun of that guy like it's going to get me on its side. Like, oh, yeah, wow, Superman is so lame. I'm like, you fucking wish you were Superman. This movie wishes it was Superman.
Yeah, it's sort of it's kind of crazy that they didn't take a lesson from like the successful Superman movies. And the successful Superman movies are very, with the exception of the Zack Snyder one, they're like kind of upbeat and positive movies. And this one is just not positive in any way, shape, or form. It's like, I'll be honest, whether the character's a man or a woman, you as an audience member after dealing with life, do you really want to watch a character where they burn so much time trying to prove that she's just a drunk that's directionless?
No.
And every character, how many times they have to say like, you're a drunk. It's like, we fucking get it. You showed it. Every character said she's drunk.
Right.
We get it. She's a fucking drunk.
She's a drunk. Yes.
But these are fucking superhero movies. These are supposed to be these people that are better than we are as humans. And she's a fucking alien, so she doesn't have these dumb human problems. Give us someone to look up to and want to be. Who the fuck's going to take their kid and be like, you got to be like drunk Supergirl.
Yeah.
She gets smashed and then just fucking kills a whole bunch of people. And she's a great moral example of a fucking female character.
Yeah, you've got to be a totally independent, not functioning, alcoholic, hot mess. These are
You
your
have to
role
shit
models.
on everyone because you don't feel good about yourself. What
Yes.
a great characteristic
You have to be
have.
mean first because you know they would be mean about you. So that's the
Yeah,
lesson
and then the
you should
other
learn.
thing is, but even though you're super mean, you have to have a moral code where you do something for this specific scene.
Dude, that should be the name of this movie. Super Mean, not Supergirl. I was going to make a joke and say this is the Temu version of Superman, but I'm not going to insult Temu that way because Temu is the shit.
Yeah, thank you.
And we love them, and we don't love Supergirl. I'm going to just go ahead and say it made me want a Lobo movie, and that's all it did. That's literally all it did. It made me also a little nervous because I know they're already making a Superman sequel called Man of Tomorrow, and I know Supergirl's supposed to be in it, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Because that's the other thing.
You know she's just going to be ribbing him the whole time, and all the Superman
and we're
fans are gonna
supposed
be
to
like,
gonna, we're gonna have to think that's hilarious, man. Isn't that cool? We're going all in on that angle. Like, fuck that shit. No. Fuck this.
It's kind of weird that like people that, you know, the thing is like this has nothing, because I know people are going to bitch. This has nothing to do with her being Supergirl.
No.
If this was a Superman movie, I'd say the same shit.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
also
a crappy
that's
movie where
why-
you can't give a shit about the main character.
Doesn't it feel a little too like they are counting on this? Like, I already see it. If you give a bad review of the movie, it's easy for them to just cast it aside to be like, oh, you're a woman-hating nerd reviewer. No, that's the thing. That doesn't make your movie bulletproof from criticism. We have to be able to also discuss the movie. And I feel like you and I have given far enough reasons to show you. I'm citing good female superhero movies like Tank Girl, which is a fucking awesome movie. Go watch that movie.
Fury Road.
Fury Road. Thank you. Furiosa. Dude, these are good examples of this idea done correctly. We're not exactly. I'm glad you pointed that out because I think our audience knows us better than that. But I could see some real dicks in the audience trying to put that out on us, and you know that's not how
Like
we
that
are.
guy that went after us for the Kubrick collection. You
Dude,
bitch.
that Kubrick guy is 100% saying that right now. And you know what, dude? We're not paying attention to you because we also put the ball bumpers on you, the ball bumpers from Temu. We don't listen to you. Okay? We don't get stuck on your ideas like the balls don't get stuck on the leg. See? Mark, can we reveal our predictions now? You want to reveal our predictions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. My prediction for Mark was I think I wrote three things. I think one of them is correct. I wrote Mark fell asleep. That's not correct. I wrote Mark fell asleep, hated the music, which I think is correct.
Oh, yeah, you got that there.
Mark fell asleep, hated the music, wants DC to reboot it.
That I don't know if I want I'll say if reboot means a Lobo movie, then maybe. Does that count? Or is
Yeah,
that
sure. I'll
the
count
thing?
that. All right.
All right,
well,
you got 2 out of 3, and
what was
quote
your,
Mars Attacks, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I put Matt thought it was dumb, but laughed at how stupid it was.
oh God, I wish that second part was true. I did.
Oh, you
think
didn't laugh? Shit.
The only thing I laughed at was myself when I realized I had spent $20 to rent this fucking movie. I spent 20 real dollars. Basically the budget of 3 Temu ad campaigns to watch
Shit.
Supergirl at home and realize I've made a colossal mistake.
Here's a question for you. Would you have rather spent the $20 to go to a theater that was 5 minutes away? Do you wish you saw this in the theater instead of at home for $20?
I do kind of wish I'd seen it with an audience because, I mean, I didn't watch it alone. I watched it with the producer in the booth. And by the way, she's a woman. She watched the movie. And you know what she told me? She fucking hated it more than I did. Throughout the movie, the producer in the booth was like awkwardly, like outwardly, audibly groaning, like, ugh, God.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
fuck.
but she has good taste.
Right, but she was also hyped. I think it was different for her because she was hyped because it was a female-led superhero movie, and so she was holding it to a higher standard. And because it kept failing her, it was pissing her off, you know? So she fucking hated it.
Oh, man, that must have
If
been
she
a good
was here,
feeling
I
of-
would get her to back me up, but I don't know where she is right now. She stepped out of the booth.
By the way, do you feel as though that Fleshlight cup was an indicator of how well this movie was going to do?
That's just the misguided thinking. Somebody was like, look at how cool this is. Our movie is going to be like this. And it was. The sad part was, but they couldn't see how fucking lame that was and how open to ridicule it made them. Because they're completely blind. Like, I don't know if you read the news stories about, like, the guy who made the movie, Craig Gillespie, he's out there saying that James Gunn made him change all this shit, that he had another cut of
Really?
the movie and that his cut of the movie is better. It's another Ayer cut situation.
Dude, I'm telling you, ever since that Snyder cut shit, anytime a superhero or a comic book movie fails, they do the same shit. Well, they interference with the studio.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe you suck at making movies, too.
He was outwardly blaming James Gunn. He was saying basically it's James Gunn's fault. Like, if you don't like the music, James Gunn picked it. If you don't like the tone and the direction,
did?
James Gunn. Yeah, he basically threw James Gunn under the bus. It's pretty safe to say, like, he's not going to be returning for more DC movies.
Damn. Oh, so it should be noted that Craig Gillespie is an Australian film director.
Oh!
Thanks
Oh,
a lot,
he's Australian?
Australia.
Oh, no wonder Dave loves this movie. It's an Australia thing. I don't know that Dave loves this movie, by the way. I'm just assuming.
We should just say.
We should.
Maybe he'll call in and,
Dave, feel free to correct us. Yeah, right. Dave is never listening to this show. He has no idea that we're talking shit on Australia, Supergirl, his review of the movie. We love you, Dave. Okay. You'll never
I'm going to
hear
predict Dave loved it.
I'm also going to predict that this is Dave's favorite movie of the year, simply by virtue of its Australian connections.
But here's a question for you. Since you brought that up, do you think this guy had a legitimate excuse? Or do you think he's just covering his ass?
I think he's covering his ass because he made a shitty movie. Everybody knows it sucks. Everybody hates it. I think he'd be singing a very different song if the movie had come out and done halfway decently. But because it spectacularly fell flat on its face, he's like, it's not me, it's James Gunn. And it's just not a good look.
It also feels like, because I guess DC isn't doing as well under James Gunn as they thought, doesn't it feel like they're like, anytime something goes bad, they try to like pin it on him?
Well, I think that, now, because you got this Paramount merger, right? That's going to happen. And it's looking like it's going to happen. And my question is this the thing? Before, when you had Superman, like, I think it did well enough that it would be hard for David Ellison to fire James Gunn. But now I feel like with this movie, like this bullet in the chamber, I think he can be like, I don't think you're fit to run this. I think also, too, by the way,
Superman comes back as MAGA Man. His cape has like "Make America Great" on it.
He's all in red. His whole suit is red. Everything's red. There's no other contrasting color. Here's the thing, though. I kind of agree with him because I think James Gunn needs to pick. Are you a creative or are you a studio head? Are you the guy that's making business decisions or are you making a movie? If you're making a movie, which is clearly where he belongs, he should be writing and directing movies. I think he needs to leave the studio decision making. He can't be the final say. I think he needs a checks and balances system too. I just think he's clearly not fit to do that. He's got to just be like, have his James Gunn projects and have that be that. And I feel like this, I don't know if his DC is going to continue, especially if the fucking merger goes through. I think that shit's over.
I wonder if he's just stretched too thin.
I think that's absolutely what it is.
Directing, then like control. Don't think people realize how hard it was to replicate what Marvel did leading up to the Avengers. That shit is like, when you see that timeline, that's not some shit that you recreate and it's successful all the time. To get everything to that stage is like,
it's
insane.
lightning in a bottle. It's lightning in a bottle. You cannot, and we've seen time and time again other studios try to replicate it and it fucking blows up in their face. DC now has had it happen twice.
Well, see, that's the problem. They're so busy trying to make this overarching universe. It's just like, how about just individually good movies? And if they happen to connect, fine. But don't like fucking pigeonhole it and create all these like loose ends that like this movie, all it did was, since it bombed, it just created all these loose ends. Because now you see Lobo and they're like, yeah, they were capable of bringing it on the screen finally. But now it's just like, for what reason? They're all fucking gone. The other thing too is it's like, okay, if this is a woman as your lead character and also as your secondary character, there's all these great women directors. You couldn't get any of those motherfuckers.
Where were they? Yeah, seriously, man.
I wouldn't mind. I bet Greta Gerwig would do a really fun version of this.
Or
that's
why
what
not
this needed. Whatever they did with Barbie to Supergirl would have been fucking great.
Barbie was fucking great. You're absolutely right. It needed that kind of energy. Or you go the other way.
Or Catherine Bigelow.
I was going to say, you get Catherine Bigelow. Make a real legit action movie that also happens to have a female director attached. That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's possible. It's like, come on. The fact that's the crazy thing is like, this movie had to go through multiple layers of approvals just to get to that first cut. Like, some motherfuckers were watching this first cut before, or that final cut before it was released. Like, did no one know?
No, or that was the thing. It's like everybody's afraid to say no. So they yes each other to death. They push out a shitty product because everybody's too afraid of confrontation. And then this is what happens. And then the general public who pays $20 to fucking rent this shit is like, hey, fuck you. You gave us a shitty movie. And now that's when they all are going to start pointing fingers at each other and be like, well, you're the reason. You're the reason. It's like you have those awkward conversations before, so you don't have this awkward situation now with your movie tanking.
But you know what the crazy thing is? I feel as though they're not going to learn their lesson because instead of saying, hey, we're making bad movies, they always blame the audience. They're like, well, they weren't ready for a Supergirl movie, or the men don't like Supergirl. It's not
even
that they
though
made
we supported the movie, it's our fault. It's our fault. Yep, we're the problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly the attitude.
It's like the initial people that paid didn't give it the word of mouth it needed. That's not their fault for hating the crap you put out. You know?
Exactly. Fucking
it's crazy.
Shitty movie. I will say I had fun with the Lobo moments. It was fun to see Clark. The one thing I did like that Milly Alcock did, and the script did her no favors. I did like when she finally put the suit on and got to like zip around and punch guys and fly. I was like, why aren't we doing more of this? It's the thing that I hate in these movies. It's the trope I hate where it's like, they're injured. They don't do the thing they're supposed to do until the very end of the movie. Like, fuck that. She should be out zipping around the whole goddamn movie. Use that kryptonite thing once, then come up with other cool things, reasons she can't punch her way out of a problem that are smart. I think you've already proven you can do that in Superman. You could do it again.
Well, you know what it felt like? It felt like those. You ever watch a TV show or a series and they're doing that fucking filler episode where it's 45 minutes of total bullshit, and then the last 5 minutes is what the movie's actually about or the show is actually about. So basically, all you had to do is fast forward to the last 5 minutes. That's kind of like this. Oh, the other thing that really pissed me off too is, and I hate this trope. It's the traumatized character in the foreground where all the cool action happens in the background in blur. It's like, I don't fucking want to see some idiot crying in the foreground. It's like,
Where's
Show me
the
that
action?
cool shit. It just makes you like, what the fuck am I looking at this asshole for?
Yes.
When I could be looking at that other motherfucker that's beating
And
everyone up in the background. And they
also,
did it
by the way,
several times.
They did it already in Superman, where Lois is hiding in the middle of that thing when Mr. Terrific is fucking everybody up. But the difference is you can see Mr. Terrific doing all the fun stuff in the background because James Gunn knows how to direct a scene like that. So it was like this Gillespie guy was like, oh, I'll just do the same exact fucking thing they just did, but do it shittier. That's literally all he does. Hey, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy. I'll make that, but shittier. Hey, I really liked Fury Road. I'm going to just directly lift moments from it, but make them shittier. That's all this is.
Can you imagine him just presenting this cut and James Gunn's there and you're just like, check out this movie I made.
What did you think,
Oh my
James?
God. Dude, can you imagine if he walked out like 3/4 through and Craig Gillespie is just like, dude, you're fucking, his whole interior's just dropped into his pants.
James Gunn is in the lobby of the Warner Brothers screening room with his face buried in the corner. You can hear him crying.
You just hear from a bathroom stall a muffled gunshot. James Gunn's dead!
Oh my God!
You killed James Gunn with your fucking shitty movie! Oh, man.
Yeah.
Did you, by the way, here's a question for you. When this was first announced, because this was probably a while ago when the initial images started to appear that this movie was happening, were you excited and were you or did you kind of expect it to be a shit show?
I was excited before the trailer. Because I was like, oh, all right, we're going to get more. I thought, again, because I loved Superman so much, I was like, we're going to get more of that. That's going to be really exciting. I can't wait. I already in my mind was like, how are they going to give her the fresh treatment that they gave Clark? And then I saw the trailer and I realized what was going on, which is nobody has any fucking clue what to do. So they're going to attempt to just borrow from other things, or they're going to make her super unlikable because that's what they think a hero is. And it's a very fine line to walk to make that kind of thing work. And I'm sorry, it just doesn't work for Supergirl. I don't know. Have you ever seen the original Supergirl with Helen Slater from the 80s?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
It's fun. It's a campy movie. It's not great. I think you had to maybe be there or kind of grow up with it to enjoy it now. I think if you watch it now, you might be like, this movie's not for me. But I remember watching it a lot as a kid because it was just kind of on in the rotation of superhero movies that we watched. And I remember thinking it was a lot of fun. But again, it kind of knew what it was supposed to be because it had that like optimistic Christopher Reeve Superman vibe. And they leaned into that. They just sort of made the lady version of that, and it fucking worked. They even had like a kind of a lady Lex Luthor for her to go up against. It was really fucking, I don't know. I just thought it was fun. Again, I don't know. I have kind of rose-colored glasses because I remember watching it a lot as a kid. But I thought it was great.
The thing is like that, you feel, if everything kind of feels like, just from the news, don't worry, I'm not going to bring politics, but it does feel like most things you hear in life are negative now. It kind of feels like having a beacon of hope, which is what any character that says super in front of it represents, should have been paramount for these movies. It's kind of like, don't you want to give people a bit of hope with your character that has fucking... If I see a fucking character that says super in the front of their goddamn name, I'm not going to expect drunk.
Dude, exactly. Look,
like,
this
that makes
is what...
no fucking sense. I know I said that multiple times, but that really bothers me. I just wanted like a fun, hopeful movie for everybody, not like it's kind of like they're shitting on their own IP. Like, how is that going to help?
Look at this image from the original Supergirl. Actually. It's her floating next to Superman, Christopher Reeve. They've both got the suits on. They both look like they're about to like jet into battle together. You look at this image.
Dude, that looks cool. I would love to see that.
That looks like a Supergirl movie where you're like, oh my God, look, that's going to be fucking awesome. Compare that.
It looks like both of those characters are going to save the Earth.
Yes. They look like they're a family, right? They're dressed the same. Yeah. They both carry themselves in a heroic way. They're looking the same direction. They're clearly on the same side. Like, this looks like not the cool, like, all of the sincerity is here in the image. There's no sarcasm. There's nothing undercutting it. It feels hopeful, like you said. Like, Supergirl has none of this. Supergirl 2026 has none of this energy at all in it. It's all just like sarcastic crap.
And by the way, sarcasm is essentially just someone using humor as an excuse to be a total
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So it's just like, wow, we got a bunch of characters.
It's veiled anger. That's literally all it is. So it's just crazy to me that, like, the one hopeful presence you have in the movie, Superman, is the person that you're putting down the most. Like, how does that make any sense?
Yeah, and when you look at the Christopher Reeve movies, I can't think of anyone from my childhood that wasn't like, when you saw Superman, you're like, you wanted to be Superman. You wanted to be Clark Kent because they were like the best of the best. You know,
Yes.
They had morals, they had principles, they took care of people. They didn't treat people
you have
like
something
shit.
to look up
They
to. You
actually
have something
cared.
to aspire to.
If I was a kid and I watched Supergirl, I would turn into a total piece of shit.
I would just start drinking fucking Jim Beam right there.
By the way, meanwhile, I've been drinking wine this whole time, like a fucking wino in my Temu gear. I grew up with the Christopher Reeve movies, and look at how I turned out.
Dude. Is that Temu wine? Is that from the Temu vineyards?
Yeah, this was made in a Temu toilet, man.
This
Delicious.
is Temu's vintage 2025 toilet wine.
Plastic was good this year. 2026.
Swish those microplastics. Yes. Oh. There you go.
Temu wine's good.
You kind of sounded like Lobo there. Lobo was like Beetlejuice. He was like if Beetlejuice was ripped.
Dude, there were times when I had no fucking clue what Lobo was saying, and I just didn't.
I didn't care either. Yeah, I didn't
out.
give a shit. I'm like, yeah, okay. He was like Boomhauser from fucking King of the Hill. Dang old man. You're like, yeah, okay, whatever he's saying. I don't care. Some characters understand him, other characters don't. It doesn't matter. I think that's it for Supergirl. Do you have anything else you want to say about Supergirl?
Here's the last thing. One thing that also I thought was stupid, they were like, Lobo, he's a fucking badass. He killed everyone on his planet, and he's a god. And then they all treat him like shit.
Yeah, they're so above it. They're like, Lobo's so fucking lame. What a piece of shit with his motorcycle and his muscles. He sucks. You know who's cool? All the drunks who don't do shit. Those are the cool people. Superman? Nah, he sucks. He's nothing.
He's got his underwear over his pants, that
Wearing
fucking
underwear.
idiot.
Call me
What a
up when
cock.
he's pissing in his jeans in the morning just to fucking feel alive. All right? Like, who is this movie for? You're absolutely
Obviously,
right.
no one.
Imagine
no one
taking
wants to
your
see it,
like,
so it's for no
imagine
one.
taking your like 6-year-old daughter to see this movie. She's excited to see Supergirl. Somebody looks like her be a superhero, and what is she confronted with? This fucking drunken hot mess. I'd be embarrassed.
You know who I really feel sorry for? I saw a couple posts just like of people, you know, they're getting ready to go to the movie like a week, and they were dressed in like Supergirl outfits. And I was like, oh man, those poor motherfuckers.
Those poor
Wait till they
people.
see this movie.
Yeah,
Can you
wait.
imagine dressing up for that shit and then exiting with the rest of the audience dressed as Supergirl? Oh my fucking god, dude.
That sounds
I
amazing.
would turn into a goddamn drunk behind a bin.
Everybody
if that
just
happened.
kind of-
I would be that's how that Supergirl was created. It's a time travel movie where she went to see her own fucking movie, got so depressed, became a drunk, and it's just this cycle that this is a movie about the cycle of alcoholic abuse and what it does on the person, because movies are about trauma, and this is what happened to her. So it's a timeline where she's constantly stepping on herself and becoming a drunk.
I prefer the Nirvana the
And
band
Elbow
the show
keeps
the
killing
movie
everyone.
version where you and I go back in time after we see the shitty Supergirl movie. We go back to the 90s to make our own Lobo movie. Then we race back to the future to release the solo Lobo movie and stop Supergirl from being released in its current condition. talk some sense into them and tell them, you can make this movie better.
Okay, here's a question for you, which I think will be a lot more fun than the Supergirl conversation. If you were in the 90s and you were making your Lobo movie, who are you casting as Lobo?
Okay, I can't cast Momoa, right? So
Yeah, he's not born.
He's not born yet, or he's like 10 years old.
Your Lobo is his father's ball sack with the Lobo face drawn on it.
Wait, let me see. All right, I'm going to have to cheat here. Let me see.
Mickey Rourke, maybe? A fucking ripped Mickey Rourke? Or I could see maybe a Stallone pulling that shit off. You need someone with dark, long hair.
Mickey Rourke could
and kind
be
of
good.
crazy.
Mickey Rourke could be
Wait,
good.
was his face
for some
fucked
reason,
up?
I want him a little younger, though. Oh, no, fuck that. I know, I got my pick. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Okay,
I
let's
got
see. Who is it?
Because we could put a wig on him. I'm going Dolph Lundgren as Lobo.
Dude, that is a fucking awesome choice, actually.
And if Dolph...
he's got the stature.
He's got the size, he's got the vibe, he's got the gallows humor. And if his voice isn't quite right, which I think Dolph would bring the voice, I think Mickey Rourke's going to be too much of a bitch to deal with. I think you do Dolph, and I think you get his voice dubbed if you need it to be dubbed by Michael Keaton doing like a Beetlejuice kind of thing.
Ooh.
So that he talks a little like this, you know what I mean?
Steven Seagal.
You getting sick? Oh, dude, I'm a god on my planet, so what? And then he sings a blues song and he fat dances in a circle with one leg.
Question, would you cast a Nick Cage?
As
if
Lobo?
He got ripped like his Superman.
And in that era, he was ripped because he was coming off Con Air. He would have done it. But you know what? He wanted to be Superman, ironically. So he was going to do the Tim Burton Superman at the time. So I don't know if you would have been able to talk him into being Lobo.
Shit. You know who I'd get, actually?
Who would you get?
How about, what do you think of this? Dude, guy rides a motorcycle. It's a great choice. Lorenzo Lamas, man.
Lorenzo Lamas could have been a good Lobo. Yes. I would agree with that. Fuck yeah. He's another guy, though. I'm not 100% on the voice. You know who could be good with voice and all? He's a little older. Oh, man, dude. You know who would have been fucking crazy?
Wait, was this the same guy or different?
I'm thinking the same guy right now. You know who would have been fucking nuts? I'm going to take Dolph off the table. I got my Lobo. I got my Lobo. 96, 97 era. Patrick Swayze as Lobo.
Oh, shit. That's a good choice, too.
Would kill, dude, and could do the voice. And if he turns us down, I'm going to Sam Elliott. Fuck it.
Ah, Sam Elliott! You know what's weird? If he was ripped, he might be able to pull that off.
That's what I'm saying.
Would you go crazy and cast Antonio Banderas as a character named Lobo?
He's... Hey, I kill everybody on my planet, okay?
Dude, that's fucking great.
That would be awesome, actually. I mean, that is his era, too. He would totally rock it. All right, fuck it. If we're going to get crazy, let's just call Arnold. What's he doing?
Dude, I would man.
Could do Arnold as Lobo.
Arnold could pull it off, I think, yeah.
100%,
like, you know, when what was that movie where he fights the devil? I love that. Where he's kind of gritty. End of days, dude. Yeah, End of days. Him with the long hair.
And this would have been that era. This would have been the same era. So he has the grit. He's a little grizzled.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, dude.
I like that.
It's Arnold. It should be Arnold. Did you see Arnold on a space bike?
And he's got a weird voice.
He's got the cigar. You know, Arnold already loves cigars.
Dude,
he could have all the cigars in the movie.
Totally right.
He could be spinning around on a space bike. Buckle up, bitch.
These fast stitches.
I'm going to give you what I call the Lobo special. And you hear AC/DC like, big gun! Hey!
By the way, didn't you want to hear like an amped AC/DC like song for
Lobo?
Dude.
Or even, you know what I wanted for some reason? I've been on like a real a kick with this band this summer. I wanted like Van Halen, like jump, like something fucking like loud and aggressive.
That would have been great. Also, didn't you think that instead of Supergirl being the one with the retro gear, it should have been Lobo with the retro shit, listening to music?
Yes.
I think that would have been way more appropriate.
Also, too, she's clearly more. She's not Peter Quill. Peter Quill has an old school fucking Discman or Cassette Man or a Zune because that's his era. He has a fucking Zune in those movies. Like, she's very new and modern. Even her apartment on Earth, where shown, has like flat screen TV. Like, she should have an iPhone. It's fucking dumb. It's purely there to be Guardians of the Galaxy. It's so fucking dumb.
That's why it's true. You can't
Dude,
catch
this
lightning
movie
in a bottle.
Pissed me off so bad. I did not enjoy it. I did not have a good time.
I should have wrote hated it.
I did not have a good time with this. And also, by the way, you know me. Okay, we're coming off. This is the last thing I'll say. You're coming off of Sheep Detectives, a movie with CG animals where you genuinely care about them. They brought me to tears. And I'm going to tell you, as somebody who loves crypto and loves animals, Crypto looks so fake in this movie. It did not draw. They weren't able to emotionally manipulate me at all. Like, I wasn't fooled. I don't know what it was, why all of a sudden Crypto looked a little worse than he did last year. I have no idea why. Maybe they just didn't have time to finish him or something. But I wasn't tricked by that at all.
Dude, that's actually another thing I want to say. The use of, it's like, why the fuck do they make this goddamn dog the most annoying fucking dog? For most dogs, I'm like, yeah, please. This whole fucking movie is like, can kill fucking Crypto. That guy sucks. It's an annoying fucking dog. It's ripping shit. It's got superpowers, but it also destroys everything. Hasn't learned shit since he was a puppy, so he's a fucking idiot. I hated Crypto so much. I wanted him to get run over by Lobo's motorcycle.
I just thought they're clearly doing this thing to like trick you and emotionally get you anchored, and it was not working for me. I think it would.
Yeah, because no one wants to be anchored to assholes.
And also too, though, but I was like, look, I can be anchored by CG animals. It just happened to me in the Sheep Detectives. I know it's possible. So why can't you?
And
do
Call
it
the
here?
Wild too.
I never saw Call
and
the
that
Wild.
was a objectively shittier CG dog.
Oh, I never saw that movie. Maybe I should watch it. You're like,
it's actually not bad.
Rush to go see it. Mark's trying to not nicely say, I wouldn't be in a giant rush to go see Call of the Wild. That was his hesitation. I'd be curious to see
what you think, actually, because I honestly thought it was like,
Mark
I took my family to see it in the theater, and I really liked it. Oh shit, that'll be on my Letterboxd review later.
Yeah, Call of the Mild.
Call of the Wild.
All right, should we do? I don't have anything else to say about Supergirl. Do you? I'm sorry. No,
really.
I actually have one more thing to say. I'm sorry I made you watch this, Mark.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm just kidding.
Would you have watched it?
But we got to talk about our fantasy Lobo movie. Huh?
Would you have watched it if we didn't review it on the show?
You know what? I'll be honest. I probably would have out of curiosity, but I think I would have turned it off. I rarely turn off movies, but I feel as though I might have turned it off if we weren't going to discuss it, because I would be like, well, you know, you recommended a ton of really good movies. There's just like, when you have time constraints, the moment you see a present day movie that's made objectively worse than older movies from the 80s and 90s, the incentive to continue with them is very limited. Matt's shopping on Temu.
I'm shopping on Temu. No, I'm pulling up my recs for the rec segment when I should be talking about other things. All right, here, I'm gonna hit.
I'll be honest though, I did see a bunch of really dope movies that were older than this movie, but the effects were so much better. So it was kind of like, go to your point with the dog. It also felt like not only are the characters not so great, but also the technical aspect of the film is not that great either. Like in terms of consistency. Yeah. Yes, there are some pretty cool action scenes, but a majority of them are not that good looking. They're very green screeny.
Yes, and that's just, a lot of this was green screeny as fuck. Like those space pirates that would like blip in and out. I thought that shit looked so bad. Even them just sitting like on a ship. I'm like, why can't we just be in a physical set? Why does it look like this? Like,
also, this movie could have just stayed on Earth so you could, save some fucking money instead of going all over the galaxy. It's like, why are we watching a Star Wars DC Marvel movie?
Yes. Like, or fuck, if you want to go off planet, just set the whole fucking thing on Krypton. I don't know.
But the thing is, it's like they have to do this dumb balance where it's like, okay, she's in outer space. Oh, but we have this. We want her to meet up with Superman. So, now she has to go back to Earth, or it's a flashback scene.
Yep.
And then we could just jump around. And it's like we are wasting so much of our audience's
And it's
life.
just there's no momentum when you keep stopping, starting, going back over what like it's just it kills all momentum in a movie like this. Fucking crap.
damn.
All right, here I'm
Thanks a
gonna play
lot,
this.
Matt.
I know it wasn't very Temu of me to want to cover this on the show, but my curiosity was piqued.
At least we had a fun conversation.
We had a really
thoroughly
good
enjoyed
conversation. I wouldn't trade that
pooping
in
on
for
the
the
movie,
goddamn world. We went back in time, made our own Lobo movie. That's cool. All right, let's do this.
I'm gonna wreck it! Wreck it! Wreck it! Wreck it! Wreck, wreck, wreck! I'm gonna wreck it! Wreck it! Wreck it! Wreck it! Wreck, 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 wreck
Well, I'm going facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Ball bumpers. I didn't have
I said ball bumpers after I flashed.
All right. It's time for us to do our Rex this week. Dude, we actually went a lot longer on Supergirl than I thought. I thought we were going to be dead in the water with Supergirl 30 minutes in, and we wound up talking about it for like a full hour.
What?
Dude, yeah.
Seriously? Holy shit.
We went on for... Dude, if you're still
Wow.
here, listener, thank you. Mark, how many Rex do you have?
Thanks. Brent Dasein.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
have,
Dawson.
let's see, 11. But I think
Holy shit.
11. But I can mention a couple of them together. It's not going to be. Yeah, I can group stuff. So, how many do you got?
I think I have 9, but I can also group a couple.
Well,
there's
okay,
one-
let me put it this way.
Oh, go ahead,
Sorry,
go ahead,
after
go
you.
ahead.
I was just going to say you wrecked some of these that I watched, so we can. It
we
doesn't
can
have to
zip
be
through
like
those.
Yeah,
I do
can
want to tell
group
you
those.
about an older movie that's new to me that it's my favorite thing that I watched since last episode that I've been dying to talk
Is
to you
this
about.
what you texted me about?
Yes. I even made a reel about it on our Instagram. Mark.
I
My
saw
first-
that. So
Yes, my first rec of the week is a movie called Shakedown. Have you ever seen Shakedown?
hold on, I gotta. That sounds like it would be a
stars
familiar.
Peter Weller and Sam Lobo Elliott. It's from 1988.
That's why. Hold on,
That's
let
why
me
I
see
brought
it.
up Sam
It
Elliott.
said
He was fresh in my mind from watching Shakedown.
1988.
Mark, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother. You know what this reminded me of? Also, Macho Man Randy Savage would have been a good Lobo. Let me tell you something, brother. Mark, this movie, remember how you went on a kick? I think it was earlier this year. You went on a Craig R. Baxley kick where you were watching like Stone Cold and Action Jackson and the movies of that ilk.
Are you on a James Glickenhaus kick?
I'm going to tell you, there's a guy you should be checking out. His name is James fucking Glickenhaus, and he directed Shakedown. And it's awesome because basically what James Glickenhaus does is he takes like plots that sound like they would come from Law and Order, the TV show, and then he randomly stages some of the most impressive action I've seen on a straight-to-video budget in his movies. Shakedown's awesome. It stars Peter Weller and Sam Elliott. Peter Weller is a defense attorney who's trying to protect his client in what might be the most corrupt pocket of New York City. Every cop is corrupt. There's only one honest cop, and that's Sam Elliott. And Sam Elliott is a fucking badass. And together, the two of them, it's like they have this amazing buddy chemistry. They team up to protect this guy's client and also bust all these corrupt cops. There are some
Dude, this sounds awesome.
Dude, there are some insane stunts and action sequences in this. There's a whole bit in Times Square with a motorcycle chase that's awesome, but there's a crazy bit on Coney Island on the Cyclone, on that wooden roller coaster where Sam Elliott is fighting a guy on the coaster as it's going. It's fucking nuts. It's nuts.
By the way, just so you know, I do like this director. He did a movie called The Protector with Jackie Chan. That's
Yes.
awesome. And then
Yes.
he did like Exterminator. And I think the last one I saw was McBain. He's
Yes.
a really good director. So I'm going to write this down now, actually. That fucking sounds crazy. So it's like a true New York movie.
It's a true New York cop action movie. And
Dude, that's fucking
it's
dope.
funny because I think you'll see a theme in my recs this week. I've been very much into watching like summer in the city movies, like movies where it's fucking hot, it's New York City, and some action ensues.
Those movies fucking rule.
Yeah, you'll see later in my recs. I have a couple more. I have 2 more of these. I watched 3 of these, and I would put Shakedown firmly in that group. It's
Okay, I've written it down.
Excellent.
Shakedown.
I loved it. It's my like if I don't give awards for my recs, but if I did, this would be my rec of the week. Like this would be the one I would hang my star on and go watch this one.
Okay, I will probably watch that tonight. That sounds fucking dope because I love that era. And you kind of inspired me because you recommended Night of the Juggler, which is kind of like that. It's like my era in New York where everything was bombed out in a total fucking shithole.
That is also
movie
on
was
my rec
crazy.
list. That kind of started my whole, fuck it, I'll do that one now. I also watched this movie called Night of the Juggler, which basically started my like, oh fuck, it's like chase in the city kind of movies where it's hot and it's the summer and everything's fucking sweaty and grimy. It's a movie called Night of the Juggler from 1980. It stars James Brolin, Josh Brolin's dad, and it's a very simple story. He's a trucker where his daughter gets kidnapped and he witnesses it happen and he attempts to get her back. Sometimes the cops want to help him, sometimes they don't. But it's one of the most insane foot chases I think I've ever seen in a movie. It's like goes from foot chase to car chase to subway chase back to foot chase, and it keeps going for like 20 minutes. It's a really impressive bit of filmmaking. I think
it feels like you've gone that distance too with those characters.
It feels like in real time you're experiencing this kidnapping with Brolin. It's fucking nuts.
He looks crazy, by the way. He looks
great
so
in
cool.
It. Yeah, he's great in it. He's got this like real crazy beard. He kind of looks a little like McCready from The Thing, a little bit.
Oh shit! Yes.
Yeah, he's got
I
that
can
same
see
kind
that,
of vibe. Yeah, if McCready wasn't
like
in the Antarctic,
voluminous hair.
Yeah, like if he was in New York as a trucker, like this is what McCready would be doing. Night of the Juggler. It's really twisted. It's really grimy. It's got a really icky villain in it. And
dude, there was. I won't spoil it for people, but there's some scenes where it'll be like, ah!
Yeah,
and you'll also laugh and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's some really out there. That's kind of what I love about these like little scene 80s New York movies is that like they get away with shit like that, with sort of weird things that I don't think you could get away with in big studio movies. Because like I wasn't aware of this movie at all.
Actually, that's a really good point. Do you think it's because of the title of the movie where people are like, I don't know what the fuck a guy seeing a guy juggle at night?
Yeah. I think this is literally the first thing I told Mark after watching Night of the Juggler, I was like, listen, Mark, terrible title, great fucking movie. And I stand by that. The title makes no sense because it's not like the guy is a juggler. He doesn't call himself the juggler. The police don't call him the juggler. It's because he's juggling so many things. It's really a stretch. It doesn't make any sense. Pay no attention to the stupid fucking title. Just look at the poster of James Brolin ripping a hole through New York City trying to find his daughter. And that will tell you everything you need to know about this movie. This movie should have just been called something super plain like My Daughter Was Kidnapped.
Relentless.
Yeah, or Relentless or Kidnapped Girl. Like something really simple. I'm not even kidding. Like, something you could put on like a drive-in marquee to like pull people in. That's what this should have been called.
Dude, Jason Statham could remake this movie and make it a banger.
Yeah, I actually think he's remade movies like this already. They're just without calling them Night of the Juggler. He's basically made this kind of movie before.
It's like, yeah, angry big dad going after everybody, including the cops.
Yes.
It's a great wreck, by the way.
Yeah, what did you think of Night of the Juggler?
I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Like, because it's a movie that, you know, when it has a weird title like that and you've never heard of it before and none of your friends have brought it up, even though it has all this crazy shit in it,
yes,
no one's talking about. There's something about like seeing that title, and I did not want to see it. And I think I saw when the physical media, because there's a 4K coming, 4K coming out, and I was like, I totally discounted it. But I did hear, like, when you read the taglines and stuff, it's like, it does sound cool, but there's something about the title where it just makes it feel like it's going to be one of those super bright, ugly looking, like, direct-to-TV movies. Because I'm sorry, 80s is too close to the 70s for me. So sometimes it's hit or miss in terms of quality. So I think because until you wrecked it, that's when I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I did. And I'm glad I did, because that is one of the coolest. And it does feel, as someone who came from 80s New York, it feels like 80s New York. It's dirty. It's hard to get around. There's fucking creeps and weirdos everywhere. The cops are all fucking corrupt. So it's like, it's a really cool time capsule movie of New York City, and like the action's amazing. It's super well made. Like, I'm not familiar with those directors, but they put together a fucking banger of a movie, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's like not super long. It's like, even though it's like an hour and 40, a lot. It feels like you're in for a long ride, not in a bad way, but it feels like you're taking on like
packed.
A crazy journey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a packed, dense little movie, but it moves very quickly.
Oh yeah. I fucking loved it. Thanks for that rec, man.
Yeah, man. So there you go. I kind of snuck
two.
I snuck 2 recs in there. So feel free to toss 2 out.
Okay, I'm going to toss 2 out easily because you wrecked these. I thoroughly enjoyed Summer Rental. As soon as our episode ended, I love John Candy. I think the guy's fucking hilarious. He's such a unique comedian of that time. That movie is kind of like that. It reminded me a lot of Heavyweights, which I really enjoyed.
Great movie.
It was just like a really fun summer movie. The one thing that I thought was funny is just the way it ends so abruptly. It's just like, yeah, we won. And then like this fucking crappy shot of a boat goes through and it just goes straight to titles. And I was like, what? That was the last
know you expect
shot.
to like.
It's supposed to be this triumphant freeze frame of like the whole family should be on the yacht jumping. Also, why does the fucking daughter want to play in a basement with this old Chinese dude? No offense, Temu. Chinese people rule. But this is like a really old random Asian man.
Yes. Yeah. I thought, it's the 80s. It was a strange time, Mark. It was just a different time, If you weren't juggling at night, you would be playing with people in the basement. You know what I mean?
Dude, between Night of the Juggler and Summer Rental, it's like, what a strange era that was.
Dude,
but
I'm so glad you liked Summer Rental.
I loved it. It's probably up there with to me, I grew up with Uncle Buck, so that's always top. But Summer Rental is
it's
definitely top 3. It's the way I rate comedies is like, how rewatchable is it? And Summer Rental is one of those movies that it feels like you can keep rewatching. It's got a lot of really fun sight gags. You really want these people to win. The rich guy villain is perfect as a piece of shit rich guy.
A piece of shit.
Dude, but it's also, he's such a piece of shit. And they don't do it in a way where it's just like, oh my God, he's a piece. They do it in a way that's super funny. Like at the funeral when he closed the coffin so he can have the guy sign the paper. It's such a funny, but it also makes you realize what a piece of shit. You know what I mean? It's like this perfect balance of like a piece of shit that's doing something extraordinarily funny.
What a piece of shit.
And the funny thing is, like, the extras in the background react like a real person would. So it's super fucking funny because it makes the scene feel so believable when he's getting dirty looks from the people at the funeral.
Yes.
Okay, so the other movie you recommended was Repo Man. And, dude, I can't believe I've seen so many things from Criterion, and it's been on all these lists. And it's one of these movies that, as someone who went to film school, you figured I would have seen it by now just because so many people list it as a great film, especially an indie film. It's from the guy that did what was it? He did the one with God damn it, why am I drawing a blank? With Gary Oldman.
Oh, you're talking about Sid Dancing.
Yeah, he did. He's from the director of that, right? By the way, I was not expecting this one to be so the way it starts off is kind of abstract and weird. So it really sucks you into the story because it already starts off with one of the weirdest things you'll see, and it just comes out of the blue, and I was not expecting it. And the whole movie is filled with these strange events. It's almost it's like a normal movie that intersects with the X-Files. Sorry, I've been watching all the X-Files, so I'm bringing that up. But it has a lot of cool supernatural things. It's all done with physical effects. It looks so cool. The characters are awesome. You were right. It's such a unique, fun, and weird movie. And I love the way that characters are introduced, or how they like Harry Dean Stanton traps him into becoming a Repo Man in one of the coolest but most organic ways.
Yes,
It felt so
fuck, I
real the
love
way
that
they
scene.
set that up. But
so
you were
good.
totally right. Harry Dean Stanton, sometimes you see him in movies and you're like, oh, he's kind of like, he's either playing the quiet kind of American dude, or he's like, you know, the mechanic or your everyday guy. In this movie, he's a fucking badass that comes after people with bats and shit, and I was not expecting that.
Yeah, and
know?
it totally works. Oh man, Repo Man is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love it so much.
It's cool also to see Emilio Estevez's character start to transform into them under their influence.
Yeah.
It's a very cool movie.
And then at a certain point, he's like the only responsible Repo Man, because they all kind of fall off the wagon, or you don't know where people are. Some of them are caught up, some of them are injured. But then, like, there's a point in the movie where everybody's just kind of drunk and unreliable, and Emilio is the only Repo Man that you can call on. Ironically enough, this fucking punk is the one responsible guy who's showing up to work day in and day out. Where the point where other Repo people are coming in to trust him, where they're like, I trust Otto.
By the way, that auto joke was so stupid, but it was fucking
so
hilarious when it happened.
Auto parts. So good. Normally when somebody spills a beer in my office, I punch his fucking lights out. But you know something, kid? You're all right.
That actually, you know what that movie felt like? You know when you get your first summer job and you're still like, you know, in your mid-teens, but you're surrounded by all these adults that have been in the shit for so long, and they kind of like, they either mess with you or they
they've
teach
stopped
you things.
giving a shit. Yeah, or they teach you a little bit. Yeah.
That movie like represents that so
Yeah, you're
perfectly.
absolutely right, dude. It gives you that exact feeling of like blue collar camaraderie. Like if you've never been part of a crew like that, you will feel like you're part of a crew like that.
Yeah, they did. It's crazy how they did everything from like the hazing to the acceptance to like trust. It's so cool, and it's such a like a. It's crazy what you can do in a short period of time with a film.
Yes.
If you execute it properly. And Repo, and it's kind of crazy that it's like an indie film, right? It wasn't like a big studio piece.
It's like an indie movie with like a low budget. It's a very punk DIY kind of movie, which fits the vibe of it, you know, since it takes place in the punk scene. Dude, by the way, with your like tiny hat, glasses, and giant jacket, you look like Aladdin. Sorry. It only now dawned on me, and I'm like, who does he look like? Oh, he looks like fucking
Prince
Aladdin.
Ali, mighty is he, Ali Ababwa, stronger than 10,000 men, as you can see. He's fighting galloping horse. 10,000 bad guys with swords. I don't know the Spanish part, but I know there's a Spanish part, right? Doesn't he say some shit in Spanish?
I don't remember.
He's got 10,000 golden Campbells. He's got the Campbells. He's got the Campbells.
So there you go.
Ah, shit. Are we going to get sued by Disney now?
We're definitely going to get sued. Night of the Juggler and Repo Man and Summer Rental. You took... Dude,
Great fucking
so now
movies.
it's only right that I have two Mark Recs. They're both very different.
Oh, shit.
One of these you wrecked a while ago. I'm only getting around to it now because I remember I tried to watch it when I went to New Orleans this year, and that was back in like March. So we are now 5 months past that. So I'm sorry, Mark. 5 months ago, you recommended this movie, and it was on my Mark rec list. I finally watched it. Mark, I watched Cold Storage, and I had a really good time with it. Cold Storage is like a great little Saturday night movie. It kind of reminded me a bit of like a sort of updated Return of the Living Dead, which is one of my favorite movies ever. I love Return of the Living Dead. And kind of like Return of the Living Dead, this has like this sort of crew of everyday people dealing with what is potentially a lethal and otherworldly outbreak that they are not prepared to deal with. And it's fucking great, man. I wasn't expecting it to be so fun and gory and goopy, but it really is. Like, it commits to the bit. I was like, oh, this is going to be kind of like a watered down, sort of sanitized version of that. They're not going to get too horror. They're going to kind of like Zombieland. They're going to not lean in all the way. They're going to make it accessible. No, fuck that. Cold Storage is like, we're going to have viscera. We're going to have shit hitting the walls. We're going to have all this disgusting goop and shit. It's a very melty movie. It reminds me of the melt movies like Street Trash, Shit like that. The Stuff.
Slither, I thought
Slither is
because
another
you're
one.
a big Slither fan, you might enjoy that.
I had a really good time. I love the cast. It was also fun to see Liam Neeson in a role like this, where like the movie sets him up right away as like the hero, but then he takes a real backseat. And dude, ironically, by the end of the movie, he's like laying on his back because he hurt his back, and he's like still firing his gun and shit. It was fucking awesome. I really enjoyed it, man. It was a solid wreck and just a fun watch on a Saturday night. So I had a good time with it. Cold storage.
Didn't you find that it was like pretty well made? They did some cool shots where they were like, let's do something interesting to show. Like when they do that crazy shot that goes to the shoe, the bottom of the shoe, so you could see.
I was also thinking too, similar to that shot, there's a shot that follows a roach that goes from the contamination tank through the pipe out into like the main area. Like, I love that kind of shit, man.
I was not expecting to see stuff like that in that movie,
yes,
to be honest.
it's
I thought
ambitious.
It was too low budget.
That's what it is. It's ambitious despite its budget. It has big ideas and it wants to like realize those. So I give it big props on that. Cold storage, I enjoyed. And then on the other end of the spectrum, Mark also recommended recently. I think you recommend. I don't know if you recommended it just to me or on the show. I think you mentioned it on the show. I saw Minions and Monsters, Mark.
Oh yeah,
and I really liked it a lot. Only because
it's like a love letter to movies,
it's
right?
It's a fucking movie. It's a fucking Hollywood inside baseball movie. It's loaded with all the gags and jokes. Everything. Like, if you are a person who likes Universal Studios, if you're a person who went to film school or likes film history, if you're a person who really knows your movies, I cannot believe I'm going to say this. The Minions and Monsters movie is kind of a must watch because it has all the gags, or some of its best gags. There are Buster Keaton gags, Harold Lloyd gags, Citizen Kane gags. They do shit with
they go. But dude, by the way, did you like Fat Orson Welles in the case?
Yes. I laughed at that, and I laughed at George Lucas. That was actually George Lucas, too, which is hilarious.
That was fucking great.
That was fucking great. If you're a movie nerd at all, trust me, go and watch Minions and Monsters. I got a giant kick out of it, especially, too, as like someone who loves Universal classic monster movies. This movie is all about them basically trying to make a classic monster movie. It's fucking great. I really enjoyed it, dude. I could see why.
Dude, I'm so happy you liked it.
I did. I went on a whim because I like needed something to watch on like a Sunday morning, and it's playing at my local. And I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go. So I got to see it on the big screen, which was really cool.
Dude, I'm so happy you saw it in the theater. I think it's definitely a way better experience on.
I agree.
It's so detailed to pick up a lot of that stuff. You need that big screen because it's like you said, it's so packed with gags. Like I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's super rich, like background gag. I'm sure there's details and shit I missed, but in a way too, you know, as somebody who loves Universal Studios, like it really feels like a Universal Studios ride as a movie. Like it's like if Universal made the Great Movie Ride. It's fucking awesome. I had a good time with it. I can't believe it. Minions and Monsters gets a big thumbs up from me, dude.
Yes.
Great rack.
That's so cool.
Great rack, man. All right, buddy, your turn. What do you got? What do you got?
All right, let's see. What should I go to next? Maybe I'll just go with like, let's see. I'll just do since we're talking about like summer fun movies, I watched one of my favorite sci-fi movies with Guy Pearce. It's from 2011. It's called Lockout.
Great movie.
It's so much fucking fun. It's a travesty that it doesn't have a 4K because the effects, some of them, of course, are going to be wonky because, you know, it's whatever. It's how many years old? It's like almost 15 years old.
15 years old.
But it has like, the aesthetic has this like really cool French sci-fi look to it. And Guy Pearce is essentially like this Duke Nukem character. He's just constantly wisecracking, never takes anything serious, but he's very capable and he kicks ass. It's so much fun. If you haven't seen it in a while, Matt, I highly recommend rewatching it. Dude, it's basically like
I was shopping for
Escape from
Blu-rays
New
the
York
other
in
day.
space.
I almost bought it because it was on the shelf.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh, Lockout is so fun. And it was like $5 or something. And I was like,
man.
I should buy this. I need it on the shelf because it is super fun. It is. It's like Escape from New York, but actually, I think you're 100% right. It's like if instead of Snake Plissken being in Escape from New York, it's Duke Nukem in Escape from New York.
Yeah.
That's a great way to think about it. Really super fun movie.
Dude, Guy Pearce is fucking huge in that movie. It's crazy when you see like the last few year Guy Pearce and when he's doing like these more like, you know, prominent films as opposed to like he could have
His
been a
Lockout
fucking big
era.
action star.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he could have if he leaned into it for sure. Although it looks like he's in the Dog Stars. It looks like he kind of has an action bit where he's firing a gun, right? I don't know. I see that trailer now every time I go to the movies. Every time the Dog Star trailer plays. I was like, I know that trailer inside and out now.
You're quoting along with it.
I'm like, oh boy, I hope this doesn't sour me on the actual movie because I've seen this goddamn trailer so much.
Shit.
Lockout, dude, good pick.
That's like, it's a perfect summer movie, I think.
Good pick. All right, I'm going to throw out the last of my Summer in the City movies, and I think this is the summariest and the citiest and the sweatiest. It's no surprise. So I went from Night of the Juggler to Shakedown to Die Hard with a Vengeance, which is to me the ultimate chase in New York City action movie during the summer. It literally opens with the song Hot Town Summer in the City. I knew watching Night of the Juggler, I was like, I have to watch Die Hard 3. I have to watch it. Here's the bitchy thing. So I love the movie. The movie's fantastic. It holds up. If you it's again like Night of the Juggler, it has a massive chase piece where they're driving the taxi cab through Central Park down to try to get to Wall Street. It's fucking awesome. Loved it, dude. And it was so cool to see Bruce Willis again because we were talking about Striking Distance. We were talking about Fifth Element. To see Bruce in his day, it was really cool. Here's the shitty thing that I wanted to talk about really quick. I have the Blu-ray set of all the Die Hard movies, but it's unfortunately in one of those sleeved cases so that it's on the side. So you have to kind of force the disc out. Here's what sucks. For whatever reason, all my Die Hard discs are fine, except Die Hard with a Vengeance. The disc, it's like the paper sleeve, the glue or something came off. So my Blu-ray got a little fucked up. So there's a little spot of glue on the rim. So I put it in the player, and it's not playing. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I can hear a disc turning. And I look and see this like little globule of goo that like it cannot come off. It's part of the fucking shitty case that it's in, the paper case.
Did you try alcohol?
I'm not savvy enough to do that. Like I feel like I will damage the disc. So I think what I'm going to do.
Here's what you do. Get like you don't need to like. Don't use something rough, but you can get like say one of those like microfiber glass cleaning. Like for your glasses, the smooth one, not like the fuzzy one. Just get a little bit, put a glove on because it will dry out your skin. Put on like one of those rubber gloves, put a little bit of alcohol in that and just rub it, just that spot. Or you can take a Q-tip and just rub that spot with some like maybe 70% alcohol and it'll eat through that glue.
Oh shit. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna try that because my solution was I'm just gonna fucking rebuy Die Hard 3 because I love Die Hard 3. To me like Die Hard and Die Hard 3 are like the Die Hard movies, and they're the two I watch the most. In fact, I think I might actually. I mean, I put Die Hard on every Christmas, but Die Hard 3 is a movie I watch every year during the summer. It's like one of those quintessential summer movies for me. So I was really disheartened that the fucking disc is fucked up. So, all right, I'm going to try the alcohol. I'll try it.
Yeah, let me know how it works. But by the way, what do you think of Die Hard 2 then? Do you just kind of like it's okay. Not in the rotation?
It's one that I don't watch a lot. I just think it's a cool action movie. It's not a good Die Hard movie in my opinion. I think 1 and 3, because they're both McTiernan, they capture the Die Hard vibe like very well. Die Hard 2 is fun, but I don't ever think of it as a Die Hard movie. To me, it's just like, let's watch like a big action movie. Let's watch Die Hard 2. Does that make sense?
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, here's why I totally agree with you. This week, I also, for some reason, maybe there's something about Night of the Juggler that makes you want to, but I was like, oh man, I want to watch all 3 Die Hard movies. And then I went like this. I was like, Die Hard 1, I've seen so many times.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get to Die Hard 3. So I started watching Die Hard 2 and I was like, I'd rather watch Die Hard 3.
Just watch Die Hard 3. Just watch it. It's fucking awesome. It's basically a standalone movie. All it does is loosely connect events to the first movie, and the movie holds your hand about it. Because the whole time they're like, it's fucking great, man. It's so good.
Because it's been such a long time since I've seen Die Hard 2, will I miss any inside jokes as someone with a terrible memory?
Because Die Hard 3 pretends like Die Hard 2 did not happen. Die Hard 3
really?
only references events from Die Hard 1.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Yes, it pretends like Die Hard 2 does not exist.
Wow.
In fact, when they're referencing the shit that McClane has done, they don't even talk about it. They just talk about Nakatomi, which is from the first movie.
Is there a reason they did that?
Yeah, it's because they don't like Die Hard 2. It's because Bruce Willis does not like Die Hard 2. And they were embarrassed about it. And that's why there's a huge gap in between when Die Hard 2 came out, which was like 1990, and when With a Vengeance came out, which was 95. It took a long time. Bruce was very busy making a bunch of other movies. Die Hard 2 wasn't like the big success I think they wanted it to be. So they wanted to kind of make the Die Hard name like valuable again. And Die Hard 3 is amazing. To me, it's the true Die Hard sequel. And they get the original director, McTiernan, to come back. Yeah, they don't reference Die Hard 2 at all. In fact, I would say do not watch Die Hard 2. If you're going to watch anything, watch Die Hard. But you don't need to, because Die Hard with a Vengeance is its own thing. It will just gently remind you he has been in some shit before. And when it needs to connect you to Die Hard 1, it literally plays a clip from Die Hard 1. That's how good it is. It's like, fuck it. Here's this. Well, remember this clip? Okay, that's it. It's
Holy shit,
great.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
by the way, you know what's crazy? Speaking of what you said about when they wanted to bring back Die Hard with a Vengeance like crazy, I remember as a kid, all the promo that went into Die Hard in New York City as a kid, and it just felt like it was, unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to see it because I was homeschooled and we weren't allowed to watch R-rated movies. But as a kid, I just remember wanting to see this fucking movie that I was not allowed to see because everything was like, because you're in New York City too.
Yeah.
So you're seeing all these ads for this and you're getting hyped up. But then I had to see it later when I was like in my fucking 20s. So I missed all the hype. But I was like, this movie rules. So 20 years later.
I remember I wasn't in New York. I was in New Orleans when this movie came out as a kid, 11 or 12 years old. My dad took me to one of those dollar theaters. And that's where we saw it. That's where we saw it because our dollar theater, I don't know how they did this, but they would get first run movies. And so you would get to see the brand new movie for $1. So,
dude, ours would be like, you'd have to wait like 3 months
like
before
exactly.
$1. Yeah.
And that was usually the case, but there were some movies for whatever reason they would get first and it was $1. So you would show up and
awesome.
One of them was Die Hard with a Vengeance. And I remember my dad being like, let's go see this movie. And I didn't know what it was. And at that time in my life, I had never seen Die Hard because I was young, right? I was still like catching up with movies. So like my first Die Hard movie is Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's always the one I think of
that's cool.
first because I'm like, this is Die Hard to me. And then, I discovered Die Hard and all that shit when I was in high school. And then I started going back and watching all the movies. But to me, Die Hard with a Vengeance is Die Hard. That's what I think of.
I think for me, it feels like it has, I don't know if it's this way for you, but it does feel like Die Hard with a Vengeance has the most memorable action scenes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Whereas the first two feel more claustrophobic and one location-y. Die Hard always felt like massive. Like the scale of it was huge.
It's
just because
huge.
you're in New York City and there's like subways exploding and the fucking
the subway, the
tires flying off
aqueduct,
cars.
The ship, there's like all these crazy locations. It's a humongous movie. And Bruce is amazing, and he's got a great partner in Samuel L. Jackson. Like, they really work well together.
Okay, I'm watching this after Shakedown. I'll have to write Die Hard 3.
There you go. That's the end of my Summer in the City trilogy. Night of the Juggler, Shakedown, and Die Hard with a Vengeance.
That's a really cool trilogy. Are you continuing to do this, by the way?
Yeah, if I can find other good, like, Summer in the City kind of action thriller movies, I will totally stay on this kick because I'm really enjoying it. It's funny because I went from, like, summer camp shit, like Heavyweights and Summer Rental, and now I'm in the city, like running from terrorists and shit. I'm really enjoying this.
It's like, that was too family friendly. I need some death and destruction.
I've gone from fat camp to the night of the juggler trying to like juggle children. Like, can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, here's a question for you then. Are you restricting yourself to the East Coast, or are you doing LA hot
It could
summer
be
movies?
LA. It could be LA too, because you know where I want to go, right? I want to go to Predator 2, which is the sweatiest movie of all time.
Exactly.
It's the hottest,
To me, that
sweatiest
is
movie of all time.
But that, by the way, as far as action is concerned, that movie's fucking nuts too. Like some of those street action scenes are
The
crazy.
only problem is I've seen Predator 2 a lot. And
Yeah.
when I watch it, I will imitate Danny Glover for months. It's
Oh my
just,
God, the producer in the booth
It's
must
just going to
have
happen.
like a
Or-
ball.
Dude, it'll be like in the morning we're making breakfast and I'll be like, want some candy? Want some candy? And she'll be like, I've had it enough. Or I'll be like, this guy killed Denny and he gonna
Go
fall.
to the movies.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, please leave. As she's handing me divorce papers, I'm like, listen here, Danny, listen. Or I'll be imitating
And then it cuts,
the Rasta guy.
It cuts to you in the court and you're still doing
They're
it.
like, can we have your statement? And I'll be like, King Willie Man. It's just me imitating shit from Predator 2. Predator 2 is fucking fantastic.
Oh my
I
God.
think it's my favorite Predator movie ever made. But I want to go to Predator 2, but I want to see if I can find some other sweaty city summer action-y thriller movies before I go there. Because that feels like a great way to close the summer out. To be like, all right, you wanted to see the sweatiest, summeriest joint? It's Predator 2.
Yeah, no, I agree. That, by the way, I was also going to recommend, if you do Predator 2, to do Falling Down. But sometimes those two movies feel like
down.
maybe they're too watched, and maybe, you know, they're too. You've seen them too many times, and are you looking for like brand new? Sweaty
I would
movies?
love like a Night of the Juggler situation where it's new to me, but dude, I haven't watched I know Falling Down very well, but it's been a couple years since I've watched it. It's maybe been 4 or 5 years.
Dude, it's the perfect time because the 4K just came out.
Yes, and that's a super sweaty movie. Like that whole traffic jam shit in the beginning, you can literally see the sweat rolling down his neck and he's like getting all aggravated.
Yeah, with those macro lenses that are just
Yes,
like,
going super tight. Defense.
Shit, now I want to watch that. Actually,
God
LA
damn it.
sweaty movies are pretty damn good.
They're pretty amazing, dude.
Okay, question for you then. Who do you think so far wins the sweaty movie competition? Would it be
Die Hard
Gross
with a
Summer
Vengeance
New
right
York?
now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I would say Gross Summer New York wins the sweaty competition right now. I've not gone to LA yet. And I think it's Die Hard with a Vengeance. It feels like the ultimate summer, oh shit, we're in the city. It's fucking hot. Like, everybody's getting headaches because it's so goddamn hot. Like, McClane just complains
Dude,
constantly.
That's bad.
He's like, all the whole movie, he's like, can I get some fucking aspirin? Can I get some fucking aspirin? Like, it's so good, man. It's so fucking good, Mark. There are moments that are just like burned into my brain. Like the shit where I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to spoil it if you're going to watch it. Because there are things that should be fresh for you. If you see it, you're going to be like, that's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll watch it as soon as possible.
Yes. Die Hard with Vengeance. It's great. All right, wait. I've gone on long enough. Mark, what's next for you?
Let's see. I don't know if this would be considered like, it's not sweaty, but it is kind of like it's an LA cop thriller with James Woods.
Yes.
And he's in the lead. And as everyone knows, James Woods is, regardless of what you think about him, he's fantastic at playing just kind of scummy piece of shitty characters. And he does it so well. He plays anger really well. If you're looking for like characters where you're like, I don't know if I'm supposed to like this guy, but he's interesting to watch, James Woods is your guy. And it's in this movie called it's from 1988. It's called, one of the worst titles, by the way. It's just called Cop.
Oh, that's right. You were
But
talking
I've
about
never
this.
seen this movie before.
It came
and
out
it's
the
kinda
same
like
fucking year as Shakedown.
Yeah. But it's like a weird LA cop movie. It's got all this strange stuff. It goes all over the place. Who the fuck's that actor that's. It's got a very good cast, by the way.
Charles
It's fantastic.
Durning, John Lithgow.
Yeah. Dude, this movie is like it's
what a
very. I
cast.
feel as though it's underrated, but it's actually a really cool, fun. I won't talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it. But I think it's worth a watch if you like LA. You know how I've been doing my kind of LA cop kick. This was part of that, and
Yes.
I think it's not a bad movie. I liked it a lot.
Shit, all right, Cop. I like
The
the
poster's
look.
kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the look.
I'm telling you, it's also based on a novel, so it's not like based on a James Ellroy novel called Blood on the Moon. So it's not like one of these movies that's just like it's just a low. But I think Blood on the Moon would have been a way better title. That like Cop does. I'm telling you, it really devalues the movie
Yeah,
with
what
that
a
title
shitty
because it
title.
seems so like generic. It's almost like Jason Statham movies where it's just like it's him.
Yeah.
He's working man.
Yeah.
He's looking for shelter. It's Shelter. So it's a fucking
essentially
terrible
my
title.
Night of the Juggler problem where I was like, it's called Kidnap Girl. It was like the worst fucking title. You were like Relentless, which is a good title. And I was like, no, that's too much. It has to be even dumber. Kidnapped Girl.
You will love Cop. It's really just about a cop.
It doesn't get any. It's literally all it has to do.
But I'm telling you know what sucks about the title? It makes it seem like it's a really simple, stupid movie. But it's not. It's actually a pretty good
I
cop
just read
thriller.
the log line for it, and it sounds really cool.
Yeah, check it out. I don't know if it's
All right.
I don't know if it feels sweaty, but it's definitely it makes you feel sweaty, especially because I'm in California. It's like 100 degrees and you're just watching all these. That's why maybe there is global warming because there's some fat LA cops and they're all wearing like suits with ties and shit. And you're like,
And they're dying. They
this
gotta
was
be
hot
dying.
as fuck.
You got to be using those ball bumpers. Hey, dude, speaking of James Glickenhaus, I know we talked about Jackie Chan, The Protector. Well, I watched another Jackie Chan movie this week. I've also been on a big Jackie Chan kick this whole summer. I think it kind of started with Rumble in the Bronx, or even sooner than that. And during the spring, I've watched like 8 Jackie movies this year. I've rewatched all the police stories.
Good sweaty movie, Rumble in the Bronx.
Rumble in the Bronx. I watched fucking. Oh, God damn it. Super Cop, First Strike. I've watched all those. So to add to that, I also watched, this was a new one for me I'd never seen, called Thunderbolt. It's a racing movie with Jackie Chan, with, get this, Jackie Chan directed it, but it's got stunts and action choreography and fight choreo by Sammo Hung and his team.
Dude, he rules.
I love Sammo as well. And dude, Thunderbolt's fucking awesome. I thought it was going to be like a fake Fast and the Furious. It's like it's about street racing and street racers, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool to be like Jackie Chan Fast and Furious. But it's kind of like that, but it's mostly about real racing, like stock car, like NASCAR racing. It's Jackie
Like
Chan.
legit shit.
Yeah, like legit shit. Like Jackie Chan is like a mechanic who's really great with cars, and of course he runs afoul of a street racer who like wants to ruin his life, and that guy happens to be like also racing for a legit like racing team. So not only does he fight Jackie on the streets, they also face each other on the fucking racetrack. Legit racetrack. So while Jackie's one of his sisters gets abducted by that guy's crew, he has to race in the race against the guy. It's fucking awesome. The stunts are crazy. There's banana shit in this. Like they live in like basically like this I don't know, it's like a cluster of trailers, right? That are on top of each other. So it has multiple floors. There's a part where the bad guy takes a crane, lifts and rips Jackie's trailer off, shakes Jackie out of it, and then attempts to crush him with that trailer piece. It's fucking nuts. It's nuts. I can't believe
This
Jackie
sounds
didn't die.
amazing.
It's great, dude. The fight choreo is amazing. The racing is actually really cool too. Some really good close calls, good turns, tight turns. I can't talk tonight, people. Thunderbolt is what it's called. Really good fucking movie. It's one of these weird ones that I think the only way you're going to find it is dubbed, unfortunately.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, it's kind of like Drunken Master 2. That way, that was the other great one I watched this year too, Drunken Master 2. So kind of like Drunken Master 2, this is all dubbed. And weirdly, I don't think Jackie dubbed his voice. I think another guy dubbed his voice again. So if you can get past that, that's your barrier for entry. Thunderbolt is awesome. Like, big recommend for me.
You know what's funny? One of the reasons why I never watched, because I thought it was one of these things where it's like, Jackie Chan's tired of Kung Fu. He's just going to do a driving movie and there's going to be just driving scenes. I thought it was going to be like, what was that one when Stallone just did a driving movie, Driven or something? And you're just like, where's the fucking explosions and machine guns?
Yeah,
so
when's he going to work
out? Yeah, I totally was a total jerk to that movie, and it was just like, I've never watched it.
No, he does driving, but he does all the other Jackie Chan stuff you've come to expect on top of that. So basically, when it's the most action-packed movie, because when there's not Jackie Chan stunts and fighting, you're getting racing. And then when you're not racing, you're fighting.
Okay. Shit, I got 3 movies to watch from you so far.
There you go. Thunderbolt. Shit. It was great. Sammo Hung fucking bringing it.
Dude, that guy's awesome.
Yeah,
his fight choreography, for a fat guy, that guy can move like
he can move. He's the true Kung Fu Panda, man. He fucking rolls around, does all that crazy shit. He's awesome. Mark, what else you got, buddy?
Holy shit. Oh my god. Fuck. Let's see. Where should I go after that? I'm going to wreck another James Wood movie that I saw.
Yes.
He plays just the bad guy. He's not the lead. This is a movie that has a pretty low rating, but I thought I should give it a shot because I do love Stallone. It's called The Specialist. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought this was just going to be a lame. Yeah, okay. Here's where I can see where it's bad. The connection between Sharon Stone and Sylvester Stallone feels so forced and like almost like it feels like a romance novel cover. It's too over the top to be believable, and it's just like you don't picture these, like there's no way Stallone is like, I don't know, a delicate lover. But I don't know, the sex scenes are shot really weird. They're like too arty, and there's like too many like rounded ass
nailing
cheeks
a
and
goddamn
shit.
hole in the wall. I know, in this movie there's some very flowery love scenes, very delicate. Yeah,
it's weird, but it's supposed to be like this crazy. Anyway, don't worry about that shit. You can fast forward that crap. Get yourself to the explosions, dude. The last scene is just him. He fights with bombs. He doesn't really shoot anyone. He blows every fucking thing up. He's an explosives
expert.
Yeah.
That's his deal. Yeah.
And they love letting you know that he is indeed a specialist. And at the end, he fucking blows dude, the amount of explosions in this movie do not warrant this movie being in the 5. Yeah, okay, fine, bad writing, weird character interactions. Who gives a fuck about that? This movie should have like at least a 9. And you could knock off 1 star for all that other bullshit I talked about. The 9 goes into the sheer amount of fucking explosions in this movie. There are so many of them. Each one gets better and better and fucking better. Dude, it's crazy how good this movie is.
You made me
if you like
forget
bombs.
that. You reminded me rather that James Woods is the bad guy in it. I completely forgot about that. But I've seen The Specialist.
He's such a piece of shit.
But I totally forgot about James Woods. Completely forgot.
What did you think of The Specialist?
Oh, I thought it was fun. I love that whole run. That like weird mid-90s run of Stallone where it's like The Specialist, Assassins, and fucking Cliffhanger. Like, those are classic movies, one after another. The Specialist, I would say, is probably the least known out of those 3, but it's great. It's got some fantastic action in it. I would say that it is the Sharon Stone of it is what's weird, because clearly, like, she's like a sex symbol at that time, so they have to make it super sexy if she's in the movie. And that feels like they're shoehorning another movie into the movie, but it doesn't fucking matter because it's so entertaining. Like, who gives a shit?
It also felt like the producers were in Video Village. They're like, let's see more Sharon Stone's tits.
Yeah.
Because she'll just be standing around with her boobs hanging out just like in the corner. And Stallone's there trying not to notice them. It's like, A lot of it just feels like out of place, and then
Yeah.
then you totally forget about that because there's a huge fucking fireball that engulfs the entire screen, and just fucking fragments of shit flying everywhere. Dude, it is a gorgeous movie. Just as gorgeous are those boobs are, so are these round explosion.
Okay, like they're trying to tell you that Stallone is a delicate lover when we all know he's anything but. He's just like so aggressive. He's just like made of muscle. The guy's just like, you're like, dude.
They definitely waxed his ass cheeks. I was like, dude, there's like no, like I've looked at my ass cheeks. It looks like a fucking half of an ape. It's like, what the fuck? How does this guy have glistening butt
Dude,
cheeks?
he used his bombs
And they're, like,
to
perfectly
blow
brown.
all the hair off his own ass.
Yeah,
That's what it was, dude.
that's the prequel.
They don't call him the specialist for nothing, man. You know? He's got
Oh yeah, so the
targeted
thing where
shit.
they turn around and you face your back to the explosion probably singed all his ass hairs off.
Yeah, you do that enough, then, it's like electrolysis. You don't have to worry about that
Oh, he
shit
is a
anymore.
specialist. That makes total sense.
Yeah, he's a specialist, dude. Okay, next up for me. I wanted to talk about this just briefly. I've seen it before. I won't belabor the point because I already know we're running super long. I rewatched AI, Artificial Intelligence, the Spielberg
Oh
movie.
shit! Wow.
Love that movie. You know what it made me realize? This is what I wanted to talk about. It's a great fucking movie. It made me realize. I think I've been so mad at Spielberg because I really, truly fucking hated Disclosure Day. I really hated it.
Oh man, that makes me so sad because I really wanted to see
But I
that.
thought of all the run of Spielberg 2000s movies, sci-fi movies especially. He does AI, then he does Minority Report, then he does War of the Worlds. Like, these are 3 of his best films, and they're coming out in like a 5-year period. That's blows
insane.
my mind, like how crazy that is. I cannot get over that. That is prolific shit right there, like legendary shit. I love each of those films. But it started, I watched AI because I think it was on like Pluto or Tubi or one of those, and I had it playing in the background, and I wound up literally started playing the movie, was intending on like washing dishes or whatever, and I stopped what I was doing to watch the entire movie because I was just sucked
Had it been like a very long time since you've seen it?
I think it's been like
when you
5
think-
years, probably 5 or 6 years since I've watched it like properly. Because I just rewatched like War of the Worlds, and I rewatch
what a
Minority
banger.
Report every few years. I really like that one a lot. This is the one I think I used to love this. Like I had like a love affair with AI, the movie, in college where I watched it a lot. And it had been a while, dude. So rewatching it now, I was just like swept away all over again by how fantastic it is.
Shit, I haven't seen that one for. Did you? By the way, what are your thoughts on the ending of it? Did you like? Because you remember there was that whole thing where all the nerds were like, "This is where the exact moment where Kubrick ended
Yeah,
it."
that's stupid. We were stupid. Do not listen. Like, I was also one of those nerds. I remember very clearly saying that to someone with a straight face. If I could, I would kick myself in my own balls for that.
Oh wow.
You need the ending as it is because it's ridiculous. Because I'm not an edgelord, 18-year-old anymore. Like, you have to give the character something, and that's what that ending does. Is it perfect? No, but I have come to appreciate the true ending of the movie much more the older I get.
Oh, cool. Shit. Now I'm gonna write that down. I haven't seen that one in a while, so
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. It's interesting to hear how because I felt as though that was something that was such a hot button issue that it would have stayed. So it's cool to hear that it's changed over time. Now I'm very curious to see how it would affect me seeing that again. Because I think I also was in the same yeah, that little shit should have died at the bar of the fucking
We all were, because we were like too cool. And now I think as grown men, you see it and you're like, oh, clearly this story warrants this ending. I'll be curious to hear what you think on a rewatch.
I do remember Jude Law was fucking awesome in that movie.
He's great. The design, the world, the atmosphere, what they were able to do. Like, it truly feels like a real living future. It doesn't feel green screened. It doesn't feel like the volume where it's fake. It feels like a tactile, real future.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wow. Did you see this in 4K?
No, I think it was like a Blu-ray, like a 1080. I don't think this movie exists in 4K.
Man, that's so fucking weird.
I think you can get Minority Report in 4K. War of the Worlds, maybe. I don't think either. I think War of the Worlds and this one are stuck in 1080, but it still looks fantastic. Like, looked amazing on my television.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's also got
I
a heavy
fucking love that
grain,
movie.
just so you know. It's one of these movies that has a bit of a heavier grain, film grain, and I really like that about it.
No, me too. I think even Minority Report, when you get
It's
to
got that
a lot of those
grain.
scenes, you can see that grain
Yeah.
dancing around. But there's something like, I love that shit.
I do
It,
too.
like, makes it more organic and it's got more texture.
Yeah.
Hides a lot of imperfections.
Exactly that texture you're talking about for Minority Report is the texture of AI.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Shit.
totally.
Okay, I will check that out. I'm gonna check that shit out.
I'm gonna
Wait,
check
how many
that-
more do you have left, sir?
I think that's it for me. I had another one, but
that's it.
I don't want to even talk about that anymore. I think that's it for me. What do you got?
Is it a poop pile?
No, it was like a TV thing, but I don't care.
I have a couple left, but I'll rattle them out.
Go
off
for it. Go
super-
for it.
They're all comedies. You inspired me to watch Basketball. That was fucking hilarious. I had never
Yes!
seen it before. It was so ridiculous. It's also like, it's weird because it's like the culmination of every sports movie in a ridiculous weird. So they do all the sports movie tropes, but they make fun of them. But in the universe, it feels real. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like it's like they're making fun of, but also appreciating sports movies. But
Yes.
it's all in this really ridiculous universe. The cast is awesome. You can see where it's funny to see them doing those voices, but you're looking at their faces. You know what I mean?
What it is? It's a sports movie that doesn't know it's a spoof.
Yeah,
That's
a good
kind of
way
what
to put it,
that's
yeah.
kind of what it is. Yeah, I'm so glad you loved it. I knew you would, dude. I just watched it last night. It cracks me up. It had been a while. There's just like so many moments, man.
Especially after we watched Supergirl, it was a great way to like wash the memory of that away, because that one, okay, so that you have like a heavy movie pretending to be fun, and this one is like you have the heavy sports movie actually being fun. It was so cool to see a movie that was just fun. You know what I
Yes,
mean? It was
yes.
like it doesn't have all this baggage of characters. It was just like, here's the rich guy. Anytime these dumbasses interact with him, it's going to blow the rich guy's mind, and they're going to say like, did I fart? And the guy's going to react to it. It's just so stupid. It was really funny, but it's intelligent in its stupidity. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's
100%.
really well done.
What-
It's super
Mark.
fun. The sets get crazy.
What an unfortunate thing to happen on Dozen Egg Night.
You know,
Makes me
it's so
laugh my ass.
stupid.
One of my favorite moments too is during the psych outs when you're like, like when they psych out the Miami guys and he turns around and his jacket says DEA. I love that shit.
The other thing too is like they got Ernest Borgnine and he fucking dies during egg night, and it's like this emotional scene, but there's fucking eggs just flying everywhere.
Yeah.
It's so stupid and funny. But I love that. And then the other one, okay, so after that I watched like a bunch of comedies. So I watched Mafia, which is also kind of a
yes.
Zucker Brothers thing, which is super fun. And then I did Ollie G in the House, which I'm telling you, it was like not as funny as I had remembered. And there was a lot of really stupid shit in it that's kind of cringy. But I did laugh. And then after that, I watched I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Great
That
movie.
was really fucking fun. I had never seen that one before. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. And then the last thing is Matt recommended I guess you would say it's a soft rec. You recommended The Dink. And
yeah.
the funny thing is you recommended that, but Andy Roddick is no joke, one of my favorite tennis players. And when he was having his run, because he had like the fastest serve ever, plus he's an American, I fucking love that dude. And I thought he was awesome. And it was cool to see him in a movie acting, and he's a good actor. And he reminds me a lot of that Stifler actor. Like he could play that character really well. As
Oh,
like
yeah.
a kind of like a douchey dude. and he played it so well. And I love that I didn't think when they were talking about him that they would actually have him appear in the movie. And
in like a big part too.
Yeah. And like at the major scene. So that actually really surprised me. I agree with you. It's not as good as Barb and Star. It loses a lot of its weirdness and like this strange,
unusually straightforward for the guy who made Barb and Star.
Yeah, it almost feels like, I think you and I discussed this, it feels like he made a movie for senior citizens almost.
Yes.
It's like it was a comedy you could take your mom to because she's also into tennis and old lady shit, and you can like laugh at the situation.
Yes, and your mom likes country
pickleball
music and shit. Like, yeah, that's exactly what this movie is. It's for 60-year-olds.
Which, by the way, that was so strange because I remember I was like, damn, I shouldn't have introduced my mom to Barb and Star. This is the movie I should have introduced that director.
Yes, dude. She would have been a giant Josh Greenbaum fan. Yeah. She'll never give another one of his movies a chance now. Never.
Yeah, And the last thing I'll wreck is I've never seen this movie, and I was kind of doing a Wesley Snipes theme, and I watched Rising Sun, and it annoyed me a little bit at first. It was like, where's the fucking action? It was just really just like a weird kind of cop drama with like
some light fighting in it.
It is funny though because they're making what the fuck is his name? Sean Connery. He's like this specialist guy in a suit that kind of knows all about Japan and all this shit. But anytime he speaks Japanese or interacts with people, it feels like he's Steven Seagal pretending he knows about Japanese culture. Yeah. So it's actually really funny, but it's also a decent movie. Because I love Yakuza shit. Yeah. So it's nice to see that with like, it's fun watching Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery together.
You can welcome in the Yakuza. Domo arigato. You see,
it sounds like that.
Yeah, that's what he does.
But the funny thing is, it's like he's known amongst Japanese businessmen, and like
he's like the first weeb.
It doesn't
he's like
feel
the first
like that
weeb.
at all.
He's the first like white guy who's super into Japanese culture. He likes anime before you even know what anime is, right? Right? He's the first weeb. That's what the movie is.
But it's not believable at all. Yeah. Anyway, check it out. It's fun.
Konnichiwa. You see, you have to tell them like this. Konnichiwa. It kind of sounds like if you took your dad to like a fucking hot pot restaurant or some shit, and he's like doing inappropriate, you're like, Dad, don't say that. Don't greet them in their language. Don't do. That's what it is, like Sean Connery in Rising Sun.
Yeah, he's like the dad that served in Vietnam, but he goes to like a fucking Japanese restaurant and he thinks he knows the language, and it's like, no, it's totally fucking different, Dad.
Totally different, Whitey. Yeah. You honky.
Oh my god. I guess this was in that era where like Americans were like fascinated with Japan. You had like, Black
they thought
Rain
Japan was going to take over, right? They were like,
yeah,
we'll all be speaking Japanese soon.
It's interesting how like that reflected in the era of movies, because you got all these like white dudes in Japan movies that are super funny.
Yes, totally. Or how about dude like have you ever seen Gung Ho with Michael Keaton?
Is it good?
It's good. It's a Ron Howard comedy, dude. Gung Ho. It's Michael Keaton, and he's basically he's an American guy who starts to run a Japanese car manufacturing plant. So it's kind of like a fish out of water culture shock movie, but it's again kind of like the flirtation of like, oh, Japanese culture, we need to learn how things go over there because they're going to come over here. But it's actually very funny because Michael Keaton's really good in it.
Dude, he's a great comedic actor.
Basically, one of the things they realize they have in common is that the Japanese love baseball and Michael Keaton loves baseball because he's an American, so they play baseball together. It's one of these kinds of movies.
Oh.
Yeah. So you don't
It's
get.
like, we're going to bring both cultures together.
Yeah, they wanted to bring both cultures together. Rising Sun wanted to just have Sean Connery like karate chop a guy while he said "Domo arigato."
There was some, by the way, there's some weird thing where I didn't know if like this one woman was his wife and they were in an open relationship because the fucking door opened. Because Wesley Snipes is kind of like hitting on her, even though he kind of knows she's with Sean Connery, and she's also an Asian lady pretending to be half black, but she's actually not half black, and they just gave her like wavy hair.
Don't hit on my geisha. Only I can speak to her in a way she understands.
Oh my god. That character, her character was fucking hilarious.
Rising sun.
The sun is rising in my pants.
Yeah. It's not the only thing that's risen. I've gone from 6 to midnight. Wesley, look at this, Wesley.
Look at my penis.
Do they say the sun sets on the Empire? You see?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I wish it was like that. That would have been fucking amazing.
Dude, that would have been kick-ass, just to have a movie where Sean Connery is just in Japan, like he owns the place. Like he's the bastion of their culture. He's the ambassador for Japanese culture. Dude.
He's ordering for the Japanese.
Yeah. Please allow me.
I'll have the California roll. Ooh.
Do you want extra avocado on your sushi? Eat this blowfish. Only 1 in 80 are fatal.
Dude, that sounds like such a Sean Conneryism, where he just throws the factoid at the end of it. Yeah. I don't know why.
And he eats it just to prove, he's the badass. And then one of the other guys eats it and he dies on the spot.
Dude, I wish this was Shit. That is such an amazing scene. You just see this Japanese go, oh.
Some people can't handle a sushi lunch.
Yeah, and then the two people just like drag the body out gracefully.
It's part of their job. They're like, they clap and then they open the wall. They have
white gloves on.
They just drag the guy on the carpet.
The rice paper window door slides open.
If you're not too busy, can we get another round of sake? They finish hauling the body and they gotta bring him cold sake.
Oh my god. That's such a better movie. Holy shit.
Now, who wants to go watch some sumo? He's got like the best seats in the house. The sumo guys are fighting,
He's the only one with one of those like owner's boxes.
Yeah, he's got an owner's box. He doesn't call it sumo. Shit. He calls it the art of sumo.
Perfect. Oh my god.
He totally
Dude, how
would.
why did he have to fucking die? Shit.
Let's have a few cookies for the table.
He thinks fortune cookies are Japanese?
Yeah. Where is the one that has the prophecy inside? You mean fortune cookies? No, that's not it at all. They tell you your future.
The prophecy is
I want a cookie with a prophecy in it.
Oh my god, that is so dumb.
All right, that's it. Or I'm
Holy
sorry.
shit.
That's it. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace. Oh my god.